Welcome back. Rico Money Bags, the channel helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure the bell notification stays lit, everybody. Make sure it's set to all. A matter of fact, I see the Crow and Knife community pulled up ASAP Scrito, everybody. Love seeing everybody pull up right away. We have some bullish news today. Obviously, overall, the crypto market, I'm sure you guys have seen it just about everywhere, with the FOMC rate cuts. And I was paying attention to that as well. And obviously, I'm a firm believer that Bitcoin's either going to zero, or it's going to a million. And, I know Jerome Powell and a lot of these things, sometimes they can FUD the markets, which they do, and they suppress the price. But I believe overall, the crypto market is still going to continue to do what it was meant to do. And that's going to $1 million eventually. Bitcoin's not going to stop climbing, everybody. Now, what I like to do when these things happen, what's up, Lazy Low? What I like to do is, get it kind of like, check his temperature and see where he's at, right? And understand their lingo as much as I can and learn their lingo as much as I can when they're talking and how they're talking. When we're talking about Jerome Powell, when we're talking about, these rate cuts and some of the, in-betweens that they're saying. To me, that's very important. Reading in between the lines, connecting the dots. This is very important to me to make sure that I'm understanding what exactly is happening. But whether or not Bitcoin is going to, up and up and up, that's not a question, everybody. I just like to see what happened today, because if you watch the video of Jerome Powell talking around the 17-minute mark, one of the people asked him a question. And on the bottom, it's funny because they're saying that they can, speed up rate cuts, they can pause it, they can do whatever. So really no straightforward answer. On the bottom has it scrolling by. But that's why you got to watch these things, because you got to read in between the lines. You almost got to be a personologist when it comes to this market. And they might be saying one thing, but really meaning something else, right? And to me, it was a huge signal that they are trying to move in that right direction a lot faster than what people expected. A lot of people thought, it was going to be 25 basis points, and now it's 50. So, and obviously they're not going to say what's going to make it go 25 on the next one, but it looks like they are moving in the right direction, and they want to make sure that they're not missing out on this. So to me, we are getting signals that we're all very early to really see some magical stuff happen in the market. Now, let's say it went down by 25 basis points. Does that change the fact that Bitcoin is going to keep pumping? No, that doesn't change the fact that we have, a great opportunity. I just think that it might take a little bit longer. But I have my alarm clock set to see what Bitcoin is doing around November, everybody. But today seemed like, we could see some positive price action already in October. Everybody's been saying, October, and, finishing this September month, possibly looking more bullish than we did in the beginning of this month, and this month kind of shaking everybody around, everybody having a lot of questions, a lot of doubts, a lot of fear. You guys know the FUD, right? FUD is not always somebody saying your project sucks or Bitcoin sucks. Sometimes the human mind comes up with these crazy ideas on its own. And because there's nothing happening and the markets are just trading sideways nonstop, they come up with these rational ideas in their head. And that's sometimes some of the scariest moments, is when you have an idle mind, right? When you have an idle mind. Now, when we're looking at BTC's price, which you guys know that we keep very good track of this on a daily basis, we can see that we even talked about this. Let me zoom in just to show you guys. It's not picture perfect, but we talked about how it could come back down and do like, an Odi Wapti and kind of go right back up. And obviously, FOMC rate cuts made the markets feel a little bit bullish, but technically I still think that even though with this great news in the market, that doesn't take away that I believe that there's most likely going to be a little bit more consolidation before buyers' conviction steps all the way back in. And then we start to see, the Bitcoin go oversold one more time on the daily chart and really see this rally start to happen. But what this tells me is that because of the markets are being a little bit more bullish and, all this stuff going on, you can see the overall sentiment, the spaces that are made right now, even some of the posts that I'm making, printing a little bit, the momentum and the volume is high right now. That being said, that doesn't take away from possibly some more consolidation, but it tells me that we'll consolidate on higher frames, right? Higher ranges. Like we're probably not going to be going underneath 50. Now, I still, for those trading futures, would not have my Rico, what's up, everybody? I still would not have my order set too close to this 50, not even 48, because it's hit that before. But if you have your liquidation prices underneath 40K and it says something like 30 something, you can basically hold until you see this thing turn to gold. It's going to happen, everybody. But right now, I'm seeing that, with this positive price action, great news in the overall, crypto space, we'll most likely see some consolidation, staying above these higher ranges, above this 55K would be ideal, right? Where we like to see kind of Bitcoin hang out because it's been there before. Here, here, here. Now, granted, there have been wicks where they went a lot lower to this spike, that kind of caused a little bit of fear in the market. But nonetheless, it looks like we're going to be holding really, really strong. Jerome Powell kind of signaled that, hey, we're looking very bullish in a sense. Bitcoin was still going to do what it has to do, everybody. He could have said it was going to be 25 basis points, and I would have still been very bullish that Bitcoin's either going to $1 million or is going to zero, everybody. That's why betting against Bitcoin could be dangerous, because it's not going to $0, everybody. That's not what's going to happen, everybody. What's up, everybody? Let's go. Crow with knife. Yeah, you guys pulled up first, man. We got XPX up in the house as well. What's up, everybody? Much love and respect to everybody pulling up, man. Looking really good. We're doing some big things in the space, man. Very exciting times right around the corner. We're seeing some money even sneak back into the market. As far as the overall global crypto market cap, we got it at 2.08 when, we're a lot lower around 2.0 and stuff. So right now we're looking, I believe, a lot more bullish. I still think there's going to be a little bit more consolidation, everybody. I would really, just be ready for that. Don't get, just because the basis got cut or whatever, and it doesn't happen right away, that you get all, discouraged or whatever. We're still going in the right direction. XPX, my God, is on fire. Yes, it is. It's on fire for many, many good reasons, everybody. Tomorrow, I want you guys to have your bell notifications lit. You guys might lose a little bit of sleep, and for good reason, because tomorrow there's going to be a lot of announcements with this thing that we called and we love, XPX, everybody. This has been, part of this journey, and what we're doing right now, paying attention to everything that we're doing, is for this project right here, your project, right? This is our project. XPX is doing absolutely amazing, everybody, and for very good merit. We're right around the corner where we release pay, and we let everybody know what's up when it comes to XPX token and this ecosystem that we're building out. We have 65.98%. You might as well just say 66%. Everybody has been seeing these staking rewards go around. They have been absolutely bullish. They're creating quite a buzz with, combining with utility right around the corner. We're marching straight towards all-time high. Everybody, breaking all-time high is going to happen one way or another. When it happens, nobody really knows, right? But if it's going to happen, it is going to happen. We're going to continue to have, buys and sells, buys and sells, buys and sells. But what's really exciting is, because of Smart DeFi, we are making passive income today on every buy and sell. Your wallet's being hit. It's, consistently paying you out nonstop. And this, to me, is going to be one of those driving factors to show people that we not only have DeFi utilities, but we also have IRL utilities. What else we got in the chat? Can't wait. Looking forward to it. XPX, absolutely, man, absolutely. It's really, really amazing. I'll be honest, the team is just as bullish as the community, even though, we, have the idea and everything's right there. We've been feeling like, just the same amount of excitement as everybody else, because obviously this has been a lot of work to get to this point. And I promise you guys that us being underneath $1 million market cap and being able to do what we can do really speaks volume of the connections and the know-how on how to move in this market. Really speaks volume of what we got right here as far as the connections and how we move in the space, everybody. And I don't want you guys to miss out. This is just a start. We will be essentially the first project underneath $1 million market cap to ever release some form of an off-ramp. And I can't wait till I'm going to run straight to Reddit. I'm going to be one of those Reddit thumb people, and that person who said that we couldn't, I'm going to be like, hey, here you go. It's happening. Who knows, by the time that pay gets released, maybe we're at $1 million. We've been seeing a lot of positive price action. Has been very, very exciting, everybody. Imagine if, this might be dangerous, right? Imagine if, since you've been listening to what I've been saying and coming to this channel and shilling and doing whatever you have been doing, you had got a bag of XPX and you had it staked. Do you know that this whole time you would not only be up because our market cap is up, but you also would have had extra XPX token? I'm really, not spending, I'm not losing sleep over it, but I'm wondering, at what point do those who are sitting on the fence start to really connect the dots and read in between the lines and really see that we're going to take this all the way? And hopefully it doesn't take you too long. Hopefully you don't wait till you see us at 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, $100 million market cap. I'm letting you guys know right now, I'm going to take this all the way. If you are with me on this journey, that is up to you. Not everybody that got in on Amazon when they were just delivering books are still around to where Amazon is today. Make sure that you are understanding that there's a massive amount of investors that are going to come into the market, and XPX is going to be here forever, everybody. So long as there's electricity and blockchain technology exists, XPX is not going anywhere but to the moon, everybody. So very important to understand, just like, you see Cash App's not going to disappear. This Zelle stuff is not going to disappear. Venmo is not going to disappear. There's only going to be more and more adoption, everybody. The type of utilities that XPX is bringing to the table, these are not utilities that, is not for everybody. These are utilities that retail that is primed to come into this market clearly understand how to use. They know how to use credit card. They know how to use a debit card. They know how to connect cards to their Apple Pay. They know how to connect cards to their Google Pay. They know how to use these things. These things are not going to be out of the norm. Now, when we have retail come in, tell them, hey, go bridge your tokens from Polygon to BSC. Yeah, good luck with that. They're not going to be touching bridges right away. They're not going to be touching a lot of these DeFi products right away because they're a little bit intimidating, everybody. But it's not going to be intimidating that, hey, maybe they did really well on the play. They want to off-ramp some of this money onto, a crypto Visa card and use it in their everyday. That's not going to be hard for them to understand, everybody. So I need you guys to understand that where XPX is headed is honestly to the future, everybody. That's where we're going. We're literally going exactly to the future. We're positioning ourselves with all our chess pieces right now to accept this retail rush that we're going to have and giving them some comfortable DeFi utilities that's easy for them to understand. Staking is just a replacement for savings. Smart tools, smart lending is a replacement for your bank loans. And, instead of having this bank card that, is charging you a lot, that sometimes turns off your card, that doesn't let you spend when you want to spend, that restricts you from this, that restricts you from that, well, you don't have any of these restrictions. You get to move like a free human being, everybody. I don't think everybody understands that there's a bit of freedom that comes with XPX and the way that you get to navigate with your cryptocurrency, everybody. And that to me is revolutionary. I want you guys to be able to experience your crypto. And a lot of people that are going to come into the market are also going to want to experience their crypto, everybody. Like I said many times, and I've shown you guys time and time again, I'm not sure at what point you make the call and you pick up the ball. Remember those commercials back in the day? Oh my God, that was funny. If you grew up in the Midwest, you know what I'm talking about. But right here, 772. I wonder at one point we're, a couple days away, 1 day away, maybe a day and a half for some of you guys, maybe less than that for somebody else. But essentially, we're a day away from our 3rd month birthday for XPX, everybody. Yes, our 3rd month. And this is already accumulated, some of the projects that you're holding has went down in value and they're probably not going to go back up there. This is just making you passive income on the side right now, nonstop, everybody. All you have to do is get a bag of XPX, stake the bag of XPX, and watch it grow, everybody. Pay to hold. If you can't accept getting paid to just hold, I don't know what you're going to do in this space, everybody. This is very easy to understand, everybody. Very easy to understand. I posted one right here that was, to me, very bullish. Cha-ching. Anytime this thing goes cha-ching, you guys get paid. Anytime. Look at this. More passive income, $217. This is going to continue to happen. There are investors across the board making passive income while you guys are sweating the markets going up and down and around and around. XPX, we're just grinding. That's why we're so bullish in the chat while we're holding so strong, because at the same time, we're all being paid, everybody, nonstop. So I posted this right here. Checklist for a dream project coming true. XPX, dev active? Yes, every single day. Strong team? Absolutely. You guys see them every single day. Strong community? 100%. Token contract secure? Check. Of course. DeFi utilities, staking, smart loans? Check, everybody. Utilities, gearing up for the biggest crypto adoption that is going to happen. Check, everybody. Real world use case? Check, everyone. Well connected in the space? Check, everybody. Check, 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 check. This is honestly what somebody would dream of a token to be like. That you can see the dev pull up every day. That the team and the dev have a massive amount of integrity. That the community is not toxic. That the community wants to be a part of crypto adoption and want to lay the foundation for crypto adoption. Because if we provide value to the marketplace, we're going to get a reward back, everybody. You don't get paid for how much time you work. A lot of people think that you get paid by the hour. No, you get paid by how much value you provide in that hour, everybody. Now, if everybody only gets the same amount of time in a day, we only get 24 hours in a day, The rich man and the poor man get the same amount of time, everybody. What's the difference? Somebody is providing a lot more value than the other person. Now, we're not going to take away that that person might be valuable as far as being a family member, that they might be a valuable friend, but we're talking about valuable in the sense of earning income, right? In the marketplace, everybody. Now, when you talk in that sense, the reason that somebody can work 1 hour and make a certain amount of money and somebody else work the same hour that exists in a day and make more money is because they are providing more value. That's what XPX is poised to do, everybody. We're going to continue to provide value on top of value on top of value because we have the same DeFi space, the same 24 hours in a day, the same sun that shines on everybody, the same moon that goes around than everybody else. What can we do differently? And that is provide more value, everybody. That's the trick to this marketplace. It's providing more value than the next person. And that's what we're going to do continuously, everybody, continuously. This chart is looking absolutely amazing. It's no secret. You guys have been feeling the buzz. There's been a vibration going on inside of TG. Tomorrow's our B-Day. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you guys pulling up. We got 55 people. I know the earlier show definitely brings a lot of numbers, but right now, we're working on the back end, we're working on the front end, we're working on the top, on the bottom, we're getting it all done, everybody. And while it's being done, we're seeing the buzz show up on the chart, everybody. This is some very positive price action when the rest of the markets are somewhat consolidating and whatnot like that. This is looking very good. I even had to come check it over here on, let's bring it over here on Dex Screener. As far as market cap, we're not that far on Dex Screener. It marked us at an all-time high at 835, we call it 835, 840, you want to call it. And we're right here. So we're not even that far away from our all-time high. And then we're not that far away from being at that $1 million market cap, which is right up here, deleting our first zero, everybody. Yes, tomorrow is XPX birthday, everybody. Absolutely. It sure is. Make sure you guys join in. Make sure you guys are tapped in. You guys do not want to miss out. There's going to be some cool things happening. Just stay tuned, everybody. We are very close. If you've been on the sidelines, if you've been on the fence catching splinters, I'm not sure what you guys are doing, but I'm letting you guys know right now, this is a perfect time to snatch up a bag of XPX. The overall price of BNB is going up. The overall price of everything is going to be going up. What's up, Trust Crypto? Appreciate you guys pulling up, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up. We're looking good, everybody. We are looking good. We are looking good. But right here, where we are at right here, talking about XPX, this is pretty exciting, everybody. This shows a lot of strength in the community. I mean, people have been pulling up to this show for a while already, and you're just watching this happen and right before your eyes. It's time to make a call, everybody. It's time to make a call. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below, get a bag of XPX. This channel's working for it every single day. What I'm afraid of is that you're going to see XPX at $5 million market cap, and you're going to have to unsubscribe from the channel. Some of you guys are not going to make it on the channel. Forget getting a bag. Some of you guys are literally going to have to unsubscribe from the channel because you're going to say, how could I let him talk about XPX every day, be bullish on his channel every single day, and not get a bag of the project he launched on Smart DeFi that he talks about every single day? You guys have to make the math make sense, everybody. You have to make the math make sense. And I'm afraid that when we reach, multiple $1 million market caps, you guys are going to have to unsubscribe. I don't know if you're going to be able to be the same person sitting on the sideline saying, it would hurt me. That's what I'm saying. You know what? That's why it would hurt. If I just saw this right now and I was watching this every single day, and at one point, we're up here, this looks like nothing. We get up to a $5 million market cap. That would sting, everybody. That would sting to know that I had all this opportunity and that you were playing around and you waited to miss out on this. And we're not that far away, everybody. I don't think people understand that when the crypto market takes off, you're not far away from some life-changing money if you have a bag of XPX, everybody. Peak bull run, there are going to be testimonies after testimonies after testimony of people from XPX that got in early and not only got a bag, but staked it and earned more XPX on every single transaction. On every single transaction leading up to peak bull run. This is not that far off, everybody. This is nothing for crypto. This little motion to get up to 5 mil, that is honestly nothing, everybody. You are super early. You are extremely early to see some price action like this. You guys are going to be surprised. A lot of you guys, I'm warning you now, you're probably going to have to unsubscribe from the channel because you're going to be like, wow, it just popped off out of nowhere and I was sleeping on it. And peak bull run, we're past all of this, everybody. We're not at 5 mil. I've talked about people breaking into the tens of mil and marching towards $100 million market cap. I want that, everybody. I want that. I want to be on the first page of CoinMarketCap. This is what I'm thinking. Look, you scroll down, top 100 coins, 550 mil. I want that, everybody. I want that, everybody. Now, it's up to you whether you want that with me and you understand what we're building. But what we're building literally lines up to some of the projects that we can literally fit into this section right here. No problem, everybody. This is what I want. You guys want to see real millions? This is what I want to be on the front page of CoinMarketCap, and I want us to stay there. That's what I want, man. That's what I want. That's what I want. What's up, Strike? What's up, brother? That's what I want. So it is up to you if you want the same thing. Maybe you guys have seen that I've been in the space for a while. Maybe you guys understand that I'm well connected. Maybe you guys have seen that I really, really want this. And it's up to you guys to go on this journey with me. But this little journey right here, 5 mil, 10 mil is going to be crazy FOMO. Imagine $50 million market cap. Imagine a $50 million market cap and then a $100 million market cap. There's going to be, a $10 trillion market cap coming into this market, peak bull run. Top 100, easy peasy. That I would love to be on this front page. I'm going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at it and just grind nonstop to get up here. I know that there's a big opportunity for serious plays to make it onto here. I know that for a fact. There's going to be so much money that comes into the market, so much, dumb money that just wants to be spent up any way possible. We have a lot of stuff to offer everybody. 500 mil. I'll be touching sand for the rest of my life. That's what I want for you, Mr. Mo. That's what I really want for you. I don't think people expect that the same amount of money is going to come into crypto as before. It's going to go wild, everybody. There's going to be more money into this crypto space than ever before. I want to come over here. I want to see XPX on the top 100. I want to be on the front page of CoinMarketCap. That if anybody comes to this page, they scroll down, they see XPX and they click on it. They see that we have staking. They see that this is what's up here, everybody. Some of the best yield protocols, some of the best lending protocols. So we got eCash up here, some of the best use case. Yes, there's meme coins, but there is a lot of use case up here. We got Aave. There's a lot of use case up here that honestly we fit right into, everybody. We have the technology. Shout out to Rocks the Alien with having staking, having lending. That's a lot of the stuff that's on here, a lot of lending protocols and stuff like that. So we have that already. We have that at our fingertips. I want XPX top 100. What is that? 500 and something million dollar market cap. That's amazing right there. Life-changing money. I want not just 2 or 3 people to give me some testimonies in XPX. I want a wave of people saying, yo, XPX changed my life, changed my family's life, changed your life. That is all possible, everybody. Appreciate the new member. Welcome. That's what I want, everybody. And I know that's possible because these markets are going to get really, really wild. Peak bull run, we're going to see money coming in. We're not even talking about the gold market coming in. We're not talking about real estate coming in, your titles, people doing their taxes. There's going to be so much more money coming into this overall crypto market cap. All we got to do is look pretty. All you got to do is dress to impress. Why do you guys think I waste no breath, not 1 minute of the day, going hard, setting up all these chess pieces nonstop? I know what's coming, everybody. Crypto adoption is coming, everybody. XPX is a future giant, no doubt, as FEG, as a smart DeFi project with utilities. Absolutely, Dante. Absolutely, man. God will make everything better. What's up? Hey, Rico. Stay blessed, brother. Appreciate you, man, as well. Stay blessed, man. And that's what we're doing over here, everybody. That's what we're doing over here. This is what we're shooting for the stars, and we're going to land on the moon. I've seen projects move into this little market cap area out of nowhere. It's just going to happen, everybody. Let's just keep stacking these bricks up. Let's keep moving. Let's keep going through the motion. Peak bull run, I would love to see where we're exactly at, everybody. When we see all this money coming into the market, if you could be somebody that can hold till then, somebody that can grind to then, life-changing money is right around the corner. What about RIP? I'm not sure. I haven't seen RIP. What's up, Rico? XPX and vote, man. Appreciate you, man. Superman's, yep. Superman socks, 59% of total supply. I'm not sure what that one is, TK. Send me a DM. Maybe we'll check it out. Superman socks? I haven't heard of that one, but this is Show Me Your Gems. I want to find some gems for sure. So let me know what you guys are trading. Let me know in the chat. We'll check Superman socks out. I'm not sure if that's even a real player. You're just joking around. But with this space, I mean, anything could be called that. I mean, there could be a Superman movie coming out, and it's just perfect for that. So let's go right here. Come over here. Give XPX a follow. Don't let this keep slapping you in the face. Don't get ready to unsubscribe. A lot of people are going to have to unsubscribe. You're going to have to unsubscribe from the channel because you're going to be like, wow, what a miss. What a miss. We're going to bring up Crow with Knife next, and then we're going to bring up MSI, everybody. MSI. Everybody for XPX, make sure you got your bell notifications lit. Make sure that you guys are tapped in. Always a pleasure. XPX, man, appreciate you, man. Always a pleasure, man. We're going to bring up Crow with Knife first. I was saying MSI, and that's why I typed that in. Crow with Knife pulled up first, man. I want to bring up Crow with Knife, man. Let's go ahead. Everybody pulled up nonstop, man. Everybody pull up nonstop, everybody. We got 75 people in the live stream, the afternoon stream, looking really good. We got Crow with Knife doing some consolidation, and I don't want you guys to worry. I honestly just suspect a little bit more consolidation in the overall crypto market cap, right? Even like in BTC, even in most projects, I suspect a little bit more consolidation and then some more of the pump. Let's finish. Let's finish this month and see what September really brings. Most likely some more consolidation. But I would like to see how Crow with Knife started to move in the beginning of what that bull run can really start to look like in October. Some of that pumping. I really would like to see that. I got my clock set, my alarm set to, inside of November, because I don't want to get bummed out if, let's say, they want to consolidate the price some more in October. I don't lose all that oomph, right? So, and really, I know that peak bull run is mid-2025, everybody. If you really want to be super on point when it comes to where this bull run is going to happen and where the peak is going to be, you can see that it's going to be, 2025, around April or something like that. It's going to take a little bit to get to where we need to be, everybody. It's going to take a little bit and I'm okay with that. I'd rather it, not be over right away. Sometimes, you can see the momentum get lost in it, in January or, yeah, we got 50 basis points. I know, brother. I know. And, BTC was still on the right path to still do what it had to do. But to me, that signals that we're really on track for, bull run picking up, this end of the year for sure. And peak bull run being, inside of mid-2025. That's not for everybody. Not everybody can understand that that's how you play this. And they want to play by week. But I'm going to let you know right now, some people are going to make some crazy gains if you can just see what happens peak bull run. That's my honest play. I would like to see the market be very exciting. Keep staking to April. Absolutely, man. Keep stacking to April. Absolutely. I honestly would like to see some momentum pick up in November to kind of be like, oh, yeah, it's happening. I knew it, right? But I'm okay with, having all that extra time of bull run all the way to, mid-2025 and really do our dance, everybody. Put your dancing shoes on, everybody. Don't get shooken out of the market right now. Don't premature get out of the market right now. Make sure that you guys are going through the motions. We got Crow with Knife trending #1 on DEX tools, everybody. And when retail comes in and the rest of the market turns up, I'm sure that Crow with Knife is also going to turn up. We know that they're already on crypto.com. Many projects want to get listed on crypto.com. And, well, they already are. So what's going to happen with this is a lot of people are going to snatch this one up, everybody. Crow with Knife right here. Let's see what we got. Crow with Knife right here on the base hub in base blockchain last 24 hours. This is good because we're starting to get some of that attention. We talked about that, and we got this as well. Crow with Knife. Okay, Cook is saying Crow with Knife. That's a nice post right there. Nice. Very nice. Very bullish, everybody. Very simple. Crow with Knife, everybody. I'll like and retweet that for you guys. That's very simple. Crow with Knife. That's another signal. I'm buying more Crow with Knife. I like this play, everybody. I think this is a play that if you're patient enough, if you can just put in what you like, I would be looking at a lot of plays to see even Crow with Knife. What would this look like peak bull run when retail comes in, and possibly we have, the crypto.com stadium doing airdrops of Crow and Knife to people who buy tickets at their stadium. That could happen, everybody. Airdrop arena coming soon. That's what I'm talking about right there. That airdrop arena can bring really, really some massive amount of exposure that would cost any other project millions and millions of dollars to do, right? To do something like that type of marketing campaign, that's a pretty expensive campaign. November 7th, I mean, loving it. I mean, that's when I'm calling the bull run, everybody. That's, or the beginning of that. Oh, it's happening. It's in November, everybody. That's when I want to see everything happen. I'm just going to keep pulling up nonstop, doing what I got to do. Because sometimes a lot of people, they'll start something off, but they won't finish it. Like, I'm going all the way to peak bull run, everybody. I'm going all the way. I want to see the bags get wild, everybody. I want to see them get really wild. I want to make life-changing money, not just for myself, but for everybody, associated with this channel, by finding the solid gems, by finding which ones are going to really outperform just about everything else during this peak bull run that is going to happen, everybody. Okay, we got 86 people pulling up. Appreciate everybody pulling up. I know this is a later stream, and usually we got the early one, and that brings in a lot of people from the UK, because I got a lot of people that are subscribed from over there. A lot of Fed gorillas, a lot of XPX holders are from across the pond, like they like to say. But nonetheless, still a very good stream. We're having a lot of solid projects come up. Let's bring up Feg Token as we talk about it. Crow and Knife looking really good. We're going to bring up MSI first. Actually, I got to stay on track. But Crow and Knife, everybody, I think that this one's going to perform really well. I think 100 mil and beyond would be nice. I know everybody wants to billion. I want to push that community to that, $100 million market cap and see what it can do. Because that's when you start talking about $1 billion market caps. It's when you get into the $100 million market cap, don't let it go. That's like when XPX breaks over $1 million, let's hold on to that and stay above that, because a lot of bots are set to buy projects at $1 million market cap, just like a lot of bots are set to buy projects, like whale bots are set to buy projects at $100 million market cap, right? Because they're waiting for that next, $1 billion play, everybody. So keep that in mind, everybody. Still holding from up here. Nothing could shake me out of this one. I would love to see where this one's at peak bull run as well, everybody. We got MSI right here. Earlier today was over $7 million market cap. Of course, when the markets pull back, this one's pegged to ETH, so there's some pullback. But I will say that this is looking good. We had the consolidation. Obviously, it didn't have to take as long as it did, but we're having that holding above $5 million market cap. That's what we talked about. And I seen on the main page earlier that they're talking about some airdrops for people. So shout out to MSI. Make sure you guys tap in with Pablo Crow and what he's doing. If people missed it, we're talking about, some all followers can claim their share of MSI airdrop down below. Claim hashtag monkeyinu.com, everybody. So I'm going to like and retweet this. This is fresh off the press, everybody. I'm bringing you the latest and the greatest, as always, everybody. And here you go right now. Some free MSI that is looking very, very good. And I've been telling everybody, a lot of people would have faded, bringing this one up or mentioning this one because of the pullback. And I knew that this community really had the resilience that what it took to keep pushing on this one. Because, if you guys can say that you really want it after the markets pull back, after redistribution, eventually the buying pressure really just starts to stack up. And I said, as long as this one got over 5 mil and could hold above $5 million market cap, we can get into that 10 mil. At $10 million market cap, everybody, we have FOMO spark right back up, everybody. We have FOMO spark right back up. And I believe that this is where we're getting close to when it comes to MSI. Earlier today, it was already over $7 million market cap. Not that far off from igniting the FOMO that I'm talking about, everybody. And this one went up over $20 million market cap. It's not far off from doing that again. So my bags are still stacked on this one. Everybody in the Money Bags Mansion if you got in on this one, we're right in the same area once again, around over that 6 million. I've accumulated when it got down here because I just know that he's still pulling up. He's not fading MSI. This community is not fading. And, I'm liking how the chat is getting stronger and stronger. This community is getting stronger every single day. You guys know that you guys should have the bell notification lit to join me on this channel nonstop. You guys know that we have a lot of people tapped in A lot of people from MSI tapped in on this channel, and a lot of people tapped in the TG inside the Moneybags Mansion. You guys, a lot of you guys are OGs and veterans to the channel because, you know, I even know Pablo Crow's channel from when I started. So a lot of you guys been around since that time. So that's why one of the reasons that I stood very bullish. A lot of people probably would have faded this project and probably not even brung it up. You guys probably see some influencers probably stop talking about it. But to me, I knew that this one had a lot of OG veteran investors, a lot of OG veteran people from the last cycle to this cycle. And now we're seeing that come to, you know, fruition, because if you guys can hold and say that you want it bad enough, when money starts to come back into the market, this is what you're going to start to see. This is just a taste, everybody. This is just a taste. Eventually, this thing's going to be squished like this. It's not going to mean anything for a lot of your favorite projects. So long as you can stay strong during this time, when peak bull run steps in, your project could have been called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and it would have went to the moon, everybody. You guys, a lot of people are also new that don't understand that. I remember peak bull run. It didn't, you could have blindfolded yourself and picked something off a pool coin, put a BNB or two up in there, and just watch it climb. It was not uncommon to see people doing 100x, everybody. It was not uncommon, everybody. And we're getting around that era once again. Now, I will say that, you know, Solana, Base, and kind of these, you know, instant launch of coins, you know, the pump.funds and all that stuff has kind of saturated the market, kind of thinned it out. But eventually, all the strong communities, all the real projects, as long as they stay planted, you will see all that liquidity find itself right back. A lot of people say that if you grabbed, you know, 10 people in a room and you grabbed all the money that was in that room and you divided it all up, eventually all that money would end up back to the same people that had the most amounts. The same thing's going to happen right here. Right now, a lot of this money has been spread out because you guys know we have pump.fund, we have, you know, base.fund, if you want to call it that. I'm not sure what the actual name is. I've kind of gotten away from that stuff. You got the Tron.fund. It's not called these. I'm just having some fun with the names right now. But what's happening is that liquidity in this room, which we call DeFi, has been distributed really, you know, around everybody. But eventually what happens is that money finds itself to the smartest place. That money finds itself back to those who are grinding nonstop. Go ahead and try this out, everybody. XPX is a game changer. Absolutely. I'm so bullish, everybody. Tomorrow, you guys are going to be very excited. You guys are going to be like, wow, they really, that team is serious, everybody. And at the same time, everybody's making passive income. I'm the GOAT. MSI account was hacked today. Do not connect your wallet. Oh, that's a hacker? Nice. Let me know. Let me retweet that. Let me retweet this. Let me see. Who is that? I'm GOAT. I'm glad I don't connect my wallet to anything. I was even going to say something about that, but I wasn't sure because this is Pablo Crow, so I would be careful with this then. So what? They haven't got access to this account again? And that's going to cause selling pressure, right? Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay, everybody, we have to share this right now to protect MSI, everybody. Go around right now and share this right now, everybody. Okay, I didn't know, right? I was busy doing my stuff. Right now, I need everybody to protect MSI. If you guys would want us to do this for your project, you guys would want this for us to do it for your community. Right now, this is look sus. I wouldn't go into getting all like speculation stuff. He has money. He doesn't have to do this. He wouldn't have to do this. I can tell you that right now. He has money. So let's right now take a moment to protect everybody. You guys would want this to happen. I don't hold MSI. Seen you retweet it and was live. I appreciate it, Jesse. I really do. I kind of was suspicious of it. I'm not gonna lie, but because I was live, that's why I didn't even click on it. Because I was live, I didn't want to be making FUD and stuff like that. But I think it's important that we, you know, look out for one another in this space right now. Just wanted to share. I appreciate it, everybody. I want everybody actually to take a moment and actually go tap in with this and come and tap in on this tweet and let everybody know that this should not be touched. You guys would want this if this was your favorite project. If this was whatever project you're associated with, you guys would want this. Okay. Okay, I want you guys, so they turned off the comments on this, of course, to get everybody. So I want you guys to really, really be careful in this space and look out for one another. This is very, very important that you guys just don't say, oh, well, that's not me. It doesn't matter. Like, that's not what we got to build over here, everybody. It's very important that we fix this right here. I'm glad you guys caught that, everybody. I'm glad you guys caught that. And you know what? That's why it's a live show, everybody. It's a live show. I was kind of suspicious of it, but for it to get hacked, that's kind of weird. But it has happened. I mean, it's happened to, we've seen what happened with Kendu with an exchange getting hacked. What was it? What exchange got hacked and Kendu sent $100,000 worth of Kendu to them? Yep. Guys, be safe. Don't click it and buy more XPX. Yeah, keep loading on XPX. That's for sure. All right, everybody. I want you guys, let's even make some custom posts and look out for this community. It goes a long way to show a community some love and some support, and not just point your finger and say, that happened to them. And it's not like, let's not be those people in this space, everybody. That's not who we are on this channel. And let's make sure that we carry ourselves with some integrity and we actually help out people in this space and we stop stuff like this from happening, because this right here, I believe, slows down crypto adoption. Really does, everybody. So it's very important to me that we look out for one another. It's too easy to point the finger and say, aha, and say it's not happening to me and not actually be a part of the solution, right? So let's be a part of the solution. Let's see if maybe how we can help MSI, help this community, get this account back and see what's going on. Most likely why you're seeing a lot more sales happening too, because this thing was pumping just like not too long ago before these posts. And this was 29 minutes ago. This was 29 minutes ago. This was about 1 hour ago. And about 1 hour ago, I seen this post right here, and MSI was headed towards a $8 million market cap. I'm actually going to tap in with Pablo Crow and see if there's anything that we can do. MSI, make sure that you guys are going around. If you're a part of MSI right now, go around, make your own custom posts, everybody. Make sure that you're also, making some tweets and saying like, hey, to be careful with this. You guys would want somebody to look out for you, right? We want that for ourselves, everybody. So let's be the solution in the space and not make it this toxic thing of, it looks sus or not. We don't know. Let's not speculate until we actually know what's going on. Because I can say, if this was some kind of rogue dev and somebody that we didn't know, we could probably say something like that. But I have to give him credit at the very least. Pablo Crow's been here 3 years. He's been pulling up nonstop. I highly doubt that this is some kind of organized attack, some kind of internal attack, right? Let's be safe with our funds. Let's not click those links. Let's make sure that we're going through the motions, everybody. I would really appreciate everybody to do that, okay? Let's go ahead and bring up the next project. We're going to talk about Kendu. We got Vote Inu as well. Let's go ahead and bring up Kendu right now. I saw somebody post it. Kendu, because this actually happened to Kendu, everybody. This actually happened to Kendu where, in exchange, essentially, they got basically scammed for 100K, right? 100K worth of Kendu, and that pulled back on the chart. You guys have to be very, very safe in this space, everybody. It was from their main account. And a lot of people, what exchange was it actually? I forgot which one it was. Cut back over 1 million MC. Congratulations, Crypto Scotty. That's what's up, bro. We'll bring up Cuck as well. That's what makes people not want to invest in crypto. Scammer scum. Absolutely, Mr. Mo. That's why I run the channel the way that I do. That's why like everything that I even do with XPX is about integrity, building trust, because that bear market lasted a lot longer because a lot of the stuff that was happening in the space, everybody. A lot of stuff, a lot of stuff that happened last bull run made the bear market really rough, right? We had Celsius, we had Luna, we had Voyager, we had FTX, we had all these things, all these scammers, and that's not even counting the scams that were happening in DeFi that made people run and never come back, everybody. So to me, one of the things that I do on this YouTube channel, on my X account, and even in the way that we run XPX, being transparent with you guys, bringing real use case, everything that we're doing is because I care about blockchain technology. I don't want to go back to, what people call the normal stuff. I've been, working from home since 2017. I've been, fully active as a YouTuber for the last 3 years. I don't ever want to go back to any of what the stuff from the past, everybody. I love what I do. And I want this space to keep growing and bring more people into the space so they can experience the same that I have got to experience, right? And working from home, kind of doing what you want, doing it through crypto, living the life that you want to live. That's kind of what I want for everybody. But we have to usher in, some kind of integrity, the honesty, and somebody has to take the initiative on that stuff and create that space for everybody. And that's one of the reasons, a lot of the ways, and some of the reasons why we moved the way that we do on this channel, and of course with XPX, everybody, because I love this space and I want to, besides just loving XPX and obviously a dream coming true, I love blockchain technology. I love being able to do what I do, and I don't want bear markets to go, because the bear market whooped my butt, everybody. And I don't want nobody to get whooped so hard in the bear market, because the bear market was extremely rough on everybody, and people don't ever come back in, because, crypto adoption is going to happen no matter what. And some people are going to get to adopt it like we are. Some people are going to get kicked out the market and then think that they're going to just avoid the market and then still have to come back into it anyways. And they're going to be like, man, I was in crypto. I got scammed in crypto. And I acted like I never wanted to hear about crypto ever again. And now everywhere I go, whether I'm ordering food, whether I'm, doing this, whether I'm doing that, it's crypto. You know how much that's going to suck for some people to know that, there were early adopters of crypto. They clicked on a link, lost all their hard-earned money, got out of crypto. And then a year from now, everybody's just talking about cryptocurrency. Sick with it. And that is somebody's reality right now. And I know that we're supposed to, be taking care of our own bags, but I think that, we can help out this space grow a lot more if we, protect people in this space, everybody. And, XPX is a good example. They started a fake XPX Telegram. That was me. I got scammed in Telegram one time, right? They started a fake XPX Telegram talking about, that's why I don't use that term airdrop. Whenever I see airdrop, I get very, very, when you see airdrop, I'm very cautious. I didn't like when CTOs came back using that term so much. I was like, dude, the last bull run, that was one of the scariest terms. If anybody's an OG or veteran in the chat right now, listening to this live stream, you guys know that if somebody said the word airdrop, that was like one of the scariest things you could hear, right? Because I was like, guarantee testing somebody's greed and getting somebody's funds, right? And that happened to somebody that was a bag holder of XPX. Look, this is how much it sucks, everybody. Let me use XPX as an example. That person had a bag of XPX down here. He had just joined XPX, started, he was a Freemason brother, right? And we've seen the Mason guy that had his little insignia and everything. You guys seen him up inside the TG. And I hope he comes back, actually, because you know what happened? He found XPX around this price. He started loading up, and he hit on that airdrop stuff. He got scammed, and I haven't seen him come to a live stream. I haven't seen him in the TG. He just completely doesn't want to see crypto. How much is that going to suck for that person when they come back? The only airdrops I like are the ones Volti Eco collects. Man, I'm telling you, man. That stuff scares me, that terminology. It really does. And I'm not fudding anybody's airdrop campaign. I'm not doing that at all, everybody. But I will say that one of my little flags come up right away when I hear that term airdrop, because that person, if you look at most scam TGs that are created, when it's these double TGs, they're going to say, hey, some kind of migration. Trump is currently at the NYC Bitcoin bar in NYC. Nice. I mean, everybody, it's happening, everybody. It's happening right now. It's happening right now, everybody. It is happening right now. And when these things are happening and there's a lot more people coming into the market and money being moved around, the scams also go up higher. I was just watching, when I was watching the FOMC, that scammers were just paid the highest record ransom in history, $75 million. They were just paid for holding some company ransom that they hacked, everybody. So that goes to show you right there. Crypto Paradise. Okay, so they had a pretty big space. It was recorded right here. Don't miss out on the exciting Twitter space. You guys can go listen to that, see what that was about. Kendo staying active. Would like to see them turn up. This has a lot of activity right here. That's all you got to do is just keep working, everybody. Retail's coming in. But just remind yourself that when markets get like this and things get very bullish, a lot of people come into the space to scam people, We have to be careful in the space and grind together. Kendu's looking really good. Would like to see Kendu get back over 50 mil. This is that range we got to get back above. Let's just keep grinding, keep going through the motions, everybody. Kendu doing pretty good right now. Let's get it back up here. We got everybody has like one more month to really get everything looking really good, and just sit there, look pretty. That's all you got to do. Just all you have to do is be a mature investor right now, and some magic can happen, everybody. Some magic can honestly happen. We got 375. Wow, that creeped up out of nowhere, everybody. Appreciate you guys sharing the stream. You guys know that this channel is for all of us, everybody. It is. I see Crypto Shay pulled up, so obviously we're going to have to do our thing and bring up the Vote Inu community, everybody. Yes. Crypto Shay, you've been loading up nonstop, bro. And you know what? Crypto Shay, big shout out to you, because, most people don't know how to buy the dip, because that's the scary part, right? XPX was in that scary zone, but all of your plays have been looking absolutely amazing. All of your bags on XPX are up right now. If anybody loaded up on XPX right now and you continue to load up on XPX, your bags are going to be up. They're going to be up, everybody. Shout out to Crypto Shay. Shout out to the Vote Army. Shout out to their technology as well, because Crypto Shay is loading up on XPX using Volti chain. So he's already been burning XPX at the same time that he's been, burning Vote and loading up and using their utilities. And I think that's pretty cool. If you guys ask me, we got Volti chain, we got the Volti card, the Volti Island, the Spark bot, and more than anything, we have a very vaulted community, everybody. Very, very vaulted community. I love this right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Fellow FOMC meeting experts, interest cuts only mean there's more money to vote, everybody. That's really what it comes down to, everybody. That's really, if you break it all down and you move it all around, that's what it comes down to. There's going to be more money in the market. Shout out to Cynthia, always holding it down. For the Vote Army. Shout out to William Mack. These spaces are absolutely amazing. Like, even for myself as a YouTuber, like, these spaces help me. Like, when I join these spaces, and let me repost this. They're very helpful, everybody. There's not really too many spaces that you guys cannot just get. It's not just motivational, but it's mental health as well. And if you're a human and if you've been through anything in life, everybody's went through a moment where, it felt like the world was against them. And, sometimes the charts can make you feel like that. Sometimes, the markets can make you feel like, man, why not me? And then you see all these other things that, barely put any work, and they're flying and they're doing this. So it's really, really important to have people like Cynthia, William Mack, and most importantly, this overall community that's the Volted community, the Vote Army, pulling up together and showing people how it's really done, how to stay Volted at all times, grinding together so they can shine together, everybody. And to me, this is a very bullish community, and also a very good example of what it takes to really make it, everybody. They understand that they are all very early. They understand that they were forged in the bear market, one of the hardest times, it didn't matter. I'm sure Crypto Shay remembers. It was like almost for a moment, it didn't matter what you did. It was like you could say whatever, you could do whatever, and the bear market was like, nope, we don't care. Nope, we don't care. Nope, we don't care. And it would just keep smacking the prices down. And that's because buyers' conviction was leaving, because we've seen the market basically crashing, everybody, at the same time. But now we're here from the ground and only have upside potential to move. We got 438 people live with us. Wow, what a live stream, everybody. Let's share this live stream. Let's share this, man. 440 people with us live. So pulling in the numbers. I'm shilling. I'm working for you guys in the AM, in the PM, round the clock. It does not matter, everybody. I was in a space yesterday, and shout out to Kid and Walt. Amazing space yesterday. The guys hit me up. We were one of the headliners on the Kid and Walt show. We had Lamar Odom was up there. So a lot of exposure on XPX, and a lot of people, recognizing what we're about. And also a lot of new people joined after, being the headliner, and people seeing how tapped in we are with Kid and Walt. And it was very exciting. But Walt was so funny, because Walt says that they needed, I'm Mr. 24/8 for not 24/7. That they needed to add another day of the week for how much work that I put in. And you know what? I really appreciated that coming from somebody that I've seen in the trenches nonstop. Like, Kid and Walt have found a lot of plays. I checked the receipts on a lot of people, and these guys are literally in the trenches. I've seen them move projects. So, to have that acknowledgement, for them to hit me up, Kid hit me up. He said, hey, just want to let you know, bro, I rock with you. I want to put you up there, bring XPX. And we've been up there many other times, but just for them to be keeping an eye on XPX to see where we're at, I'm not going to say how much they hold, but just for them to be a part of it and say, hey, chart's looking prime. I know that you guys are releasing, utilities. I added you to, is it okay if you have time, if I add you to, the thumbnail basically to make sure that XPX can come up? And I was like, bro, of course, anytime I want to pull up, and not just to represent XPX, but also represent crypto altogether, everybody. And that's what we're doing over here. That's what this community does as well. The Vote Army also does this, represents all of crypto, everybody. So very exciting times. I'm working 24/8 according to Walt, and I believe that this community has also been working 24/8, everybody, not 24/7. They've been working 24/8 hours of the week. We had to add another day of the week because this community wants it as bad as I want crypto technology and blockchain technology to succeed, and all of us to have some amazing testimonies about how you guys found some solid projects early on, how you guys believed in it when everybody was saying, what is that, like gambling? Are you gonna get what? You're gonna buy a dog token? Are you going to buy XPX? Are you going to buy Vote Inu? Are you going to do this? Are you going to do that? Yeah, we're going to do that, everybody. Yeah, that's exactly what we did. We get our chance to say, I told you so. Now, everybody might say, hey, Rico, that's not the most, nicest. You know what? But sometimes it feels good, everybody. Sometimes we are human and we want to have it to say that you never want to have a I told you so moment. Is that true? That's not true, everybody. I'm not saying be a prick about it. I'm not saying be but I'm saying, hey, a lot of people said that we couldn't, and we did. That's okay with that feeling good and that feeling like, hey, I want to own that. I want that to be my story. So we have that opportunity right now with a project like Vote Inu that they get to tell that story, forged in the bear market, climbed back up, and now this is the moment where we climb these things right back up. This is our range for Vote Inu, man. The camera froze. That's just, I'm not sure. Maybe somebody hit a jackpot or something and the internet's acting weird. Just give it a second. Give it a second. My bad. We got 482. We're about to hit 500, everybody. Very nice. So we're having a very, very active stream. I've noticed when I start these at around 1 o'clock, they're really good. I think 12 o'clock is too early sometimes as well. But you never know with crypto, right? We just never know. So Vote Inu up here doing really good. What else should we bring up, everybody? Show me your gems, everybody. What else are we looking up today? What are you guys buying? What are you guys looking at, everybody? Let me know in the chat right now. Let me see. I'm scrolling through the chat. We got Ocean Pepe. What? Mike, you're new. This is the Show Me Your Gems. So we're going to look at, what'd you say? Ocean Pepe. Wow. Okay. I'm sure there's something going on in the ocean that we got, right? Let's just look it up, everybody. Let's have some fun. We got some great numbers on the stream. So why not have some fun and make some, Ocean Pepe. Shark Pepe? Low cap Pepe? Okay, Cuck right there. There we go, Crypto Scotty. Don't ever let me forget, brother. I get in my mode and I just keep going with the flow. That's why it's important you guys keep spamming the chat so I don't forget. We're going to look up Cuck next, everybody. We made the 1100 stream record around this time too. Man, it was crazy. Yeah, it was. Right, Tulsa King. You're right. It was right around this afternoon show. You're absolutely right. I rock with you guys, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are taking notes. You guys doing your thing. We got Ocean Pepe, everybody. The chart's already pulled back. Maybe they're going to bring it back. 32K market cap, 17K. The community really has to want to. You guys almost have to not worry about market cap for a while and just kind of go through the motions and say, hey, let me close my Telegram. Maybe it'll help with the stream, everybody. My bad. Let's see. Let me close the Telegram. Let me close a couple of these, right? We're launching a game soon. 3D Metaverse is up. Music album out. Okay. Go to the website. We'll check it out. We'll check out your X and see what type of engagement you got. That's what we'll do. I want to see your community engagement because that's what it's going to take for you guys to bring it back to life. Because if you build a game and nobody's going to play it, right? Right? Okay. Hey, this is how money moves, right? Very nice, everybody. Some good memes. We want community engagement. I suggest, Mike, that you guys start getting the community to put the bell notification on this channel and you guys start pulling up nonstop every single day. I'm going to show you guys, and there's going to be some example. Maybe they'll pull up OG Brett. I'm not sure if OG Brett's in the house, but that's a perfect example of even a CTO that just started pulling up nonstop. And magic does happen on this channel, everybody. Magic does happen on this channel. So have that community pulled up nonstop. You guys got some work to do, but I'm rooting for you guys. I'm rooting for everybody. I'm rooting for the underdog, everybody. Let's go. Ocean Army. Yes, man. 517 people live with us. We got Cuck over here. Cat Duck, everybody. Saving the cats and ducks. We're not getting caught up into political stuff. I know everybody wants to. I'm not, right? I want us to print, everybody. So when I got printing eyes on, I look past everything. I don't want to see. I don't get too bummed out about this, too bummed out about that. Because if you get bummed out about this and bummed out about that, guess what? You're going to end up a bum. Shout out to the Rocky movie. If anybody remembers the Rocky movie, you're a, right? I know we don't use that word no more these days. We use different, nice, technical, friendly words these days. But nonetheless, if you're bummed out about this and you're bummed out about that, you got to be careful with being bummed out too much. You might end up bumming it out, right? So let's be careful with being bummed out. This one's not being bummed out. This is Cat Duck, everybody. They got a game out. It's got some meta with, Trump. It's got some meta with Elon. So technically some double meta going on, because I heard it was something. I heard one of the clips of Donald Trump saying save the cats and ducks, and then you got Elon right here saying save them. So check this out, everybody. This technically, when you connect these dots, if you can take your political glasses off and say, hey, orange man, bad man, move that to the side, and all this other stuff, or even if it's to the hate the other side or hate this side, you can say, wait a minute, narratives are what move these markets, right? The markets are speculative. Not everybody is buying these crypto projects and doing stuff because they love the technology, everybody, right? Is it not because we speculate that, Trump can say something or Elon can say something and that can drive the market? Didn't we go off of speculation today with the FOMC rate cuts? Wasn't that speculation, right? Because now we're speculating all these new ideas, all these new possibilities. So the markets are driven by and through speculation, everybody. That's just what's going on, right? So if you can just put the emotions down, right? So your intelligence is high. You say, hey, this has a lot of narratives. Actually, we have cats. That's a narrative. We have ducks. Not as big as the other ones, but it is a bird narrative. So we'll hang it in that right there, right? So we got cat narrative. Cats can send. We got duck narrative, which is kind of a narrative in itself. We kind of have bird narrative. We can almost put like a little branch right next to that one, right? This one's almost two narratives in itself because it's a cat, or I mean, it's a duck, which it is into space, but it's also a bird. This one's, we'll just do cat. We got Trump narrative and we got Elon narrative. Okay. And that's a lot of narratives put together that it moves your possibilities and probabilities of one of these narratives getting trending. And so do you. I know that's like, what kind of math is that, Rico? That's why it's not financial advice, everybody. That is some crazy math to do right there. Whoever wins, the market is going to do its own thing. Yep, absolutely. 530 people with us live. So we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, everybody. If you're listening over on X and you're new to the channel, make sure you come over to the YouTube algorithm. You subscribe to this channel as well. We got to push the YouTube algorithm up as well. The faster we get to 20,000 subscribers, the faster I can tell 20,000 people about Cuck. I can tell 20,000 people about Bolt. I can tell them about this. I can tell them about XPX. I can tell them about that. So we got to grind together, everybody. It's all about the game. I like getting free crypto. So he said it's all about the game. You guys can check that out right now. It's working. So check it out. It's on Google Play Store right now. And what could happen when this thing gets, on a Saga cell phone or something like that? That could be pretty amazing, everybody. A lot of stuff can happen. Right now, looking at the charts on this one, it is getting very bullish, everybody. Like I said, the charts always kind of show when the project really wants it. There's always going to be some wallet. Maybe somebody has an emergency. They crash their car, something happened, and some redistribution has to happen. People got to sell because of an emergency, this, that, or the other. But if the community wants it bad enough, they'll keep pulling up and going through the motions and doing what they're supposed to be doing. And that essentially can cause, some new floors to show up and start to make some higher floors where people get more and more conviction and start to hold on. So consolidation right here to me is looking really good. Right? If we stayed in this range and broke back up here and timing it with the overall crypto market doing really good, that can be some solid movement for Cuck right here. This is on the daily chart, everybody. This is on the daily chart for this one. So go ahead and check this one out. You guys do not want to miss out on this. Let me go ahead and check out what's going on. We got people pulling up nonstop. Make sure you guys run it up. Run up the likes, everybody. Do not forget to run up the likes. The like button is free to hit the like button, everybody. It doesn't cost you anything. There's some links also in the description for you to join the XPXTG. That's right there for you to make it a lot easier for you. Don't miss out on that. So what else are we looking at, everybody? I want to see some more projects. Trump is so bullish on crypto. First prez to make a crypto transaction just happened. That's pretty bullish. That's pretty bullish. There's probably going to be something happening with that. We're going to see some projects or something come made of that. That is pretty bullish right there. First president to make a crypto transaction just happened. Wow, that is extremely bullish right there, everybody. If you want more signs, more indications, there you go. Listing may be coming. Oh, did we just get some alpha for cat duck? So check that out. Do not miss out on that, everybody. Do not sit on your hands on a lot of these projects. Find your solid project, find your high conviction play, and load up and grind for your bag, everybody. Shill, raid, and if you can't handle it, I guess go touch grass, right? But I'm telling you right now, while everybody was touching grass, if you're buying BTC on the dip at 53,000, you're looking good right now. You're looking good right now. Let me take a peek at BTC really quick. Okay, turning back around. I missed that trade right here. Oversold 15-minute chart. This is where I ride from oversold BTC to overbought. That's right here. I live in this range right here. This doesn't look like nothing to a lot of people, but this is where I live right here. That's my area right there. That doesn't look like much, but there's much there. There's a lot right there in this little weird looking trend right here. This little spike right up. That's the zone right there. Same thing right over here. From this oversold to overbought, that happened right here in the zone all the way up, and that's it. We got Mellow Man and 4chan. Okay, let's look up some more projects. This is Show Me Your Gems, episode 10. So bring your projects in here, bring your communities in here. If you have a community, if you don't have a community and you have just a bunch of bots in your TG, most likely you're not going to be able to get nobody up in here. But if you actually do have a community, tell them, hey, take a break from the gist. Pull up Tarico Moneybags channel right now. Let's talk about something. Okay. So Mellow Man and 4chan. We got 562 people live with us. Wow. We are moving and grooving. This is my role, the good boy, everybody. This to me is a safe play. While this rate, we might break the 1100 record today. We might. Trump talking about XPX. He's looking for that'd be crazy. You know what I do sometimes? When Trump is speaking, I rock with XPX so much. Obviously, I'm the dev. I go and I do like super chats on some of these things where he's talking. Just put like xpxpay.com, stuff like that, and just get some exposure out there to our website and what we're doing, everybody. 575 people live with us, everybody. We're doing good. At this rate, we might break that 1100. Who knows? We're creeping up on 600. So at 1 o'clock might be the sweet spot, everybody. 1 o'clock Las Vegas time. I mean, it really starts to pick up. But the sentiment is good, right? You guys can kind of feel the buzz, right? It feels a little bit more bullish. All this 50 base points, this, yada, yada. So people want to hear about crypto. Everybody's, YouTube and crypto right now. What's going on with crypto? How's this doing? How's that doing? But when it gets that's why I like to stay so consistent, everybody, because whether it was too much for you last week and now it's perfect, if you would have just stayed consistent from last week to this week, you would have reaped the benefits of that. That's what's happening right now. Even right now, when we look at Myro, somebody's going to reap the benefits of loading up on Myro down here and then pushing when it goes up, when everybody's too worried. A lot of nice buys on XPX today. Absolutely 2K crypto. There should be more, man. There should be more. Do not sit on the sidelines thinking it's not going to happen, everybody. Do not sit on the sidelines. Tell your friend, tell somebody about it, get them to get a bag, or a lot of people are going to have to unsubscribe. I don't know how much you can just keep staring at something I'm telling you every single day. I don't think that's good for your brain. I might even block you at some point. I can't do that. I'm just joking. But just to help you out, right? Just to help you out. Okay. Myro, headed towards back towards that $100 million market cap, you guys notice that psychological barrier is super important. I mean, that's where a lot of magic really happens, everybody, where people start to talk about that $1 billion market cap, where renewed optimism comes right back in. Everybody's still like, I'm not sure. Maybe so. Maybe Myro can make a comeback. Maybe Myro's a $1 billion project. Maybe not. That's where we're at right now. Myro gets back over $100 million market cap. A lot of that talk goes out the window. Over 120 million is where FOMO starts to kind of step back in. 120 million, you'll start to see the beginning of FOMO stepping in. 200 million, people can't handle it. People can't handle it. On ETH chain, LFG, let's check them out, man. Myro's looking good. Let's get it back over $100 million market cap. Yep. He's looking for you, buddy. Okay, let's look up Mellow Man. Okay. On ETH. Mellow Man on ETH. I think we brought this one up at one point. I think it's this one right here. $7 million market cap. Okay. 278K in liquidity. I think we did bring this one up at one point. Chart's holding pretty good. Chart is holding really good. Usually a bull flag being made right now if they can hold on, right? So let's draw this up really quick on a daily chart. Let's have some fun. We're not coming back down here, but I just like to identify this stuff, right? This is this channel right here. Because if it broke down, this would be that 60 and 80% down here, all the way down from the all-time high. But we could have this, nice little bull flag forming right here, having some fun right here, where everybody wants it that bad, right? Where if they break out of this, we have essentially something looking really good where this thing could break out and go towards back its all-time highs pretty fast, right? That could happen. That could happen right around 2 million. So I went to 1.8 million, almost $2 million market cap. That could happen. If not, obviously we'll be looking at a price range. We'll grab it from the all-time high. We'll bring it down to here, and there goes your 60 to 80% that we usually see in the space. If it can hold above this, delete a zero, which is right here, this 10 cents, and keep consolidating right here, Mellow Man, and break out, it can go up just like this, right? Nice little breakout, something along the lines like that. Anytime you delete a zero, that's a very psychological barrier. It brings a lot of hype. It makes people feel some type of way. Even for myself. Trump said crypto worked quickly and beautifully. Man, let's get a XPX card into the president's hand, right? What if Trump would have did that transaction with XPX? What does that happen? What happens when now that Trump is doing these transactions and showing everybody that it's okay to do this, and somebody actually uses our services? Because we're really poised for crypto transactions, right? Zelle and the rest of them are not. We got Cash App has Bitcoin transaction, but costs us a lot, takes forever, all this stuff, doesn't really give you all the access. Doesn't let you spend from the card with the Bitcoin. If you have Bitcoin in your Cash App wallet, you can't spend that Bitcoin with your Cash App card. Okay. Unlike XPX, you can load your card with Bitcoin and spend it wherever you like. So what if Trump would have used our services? You don't think that that's going to happen? Everybody, that, on a bigger scale, this is going to start to really get some traction. Everything's going to be point of sale, everybody. Why do you think I work so hard and I do, 18 to 20 hours, no problem, because I know that we have a gem and it's all about what's going to happen. We could have not asked for a better setup than what we have for XPX, because the whole market is moving towards crypto payments. It's like, oh my God. It's like we rubbed the genie. I was like, can I have, and that's what happened, everybody. So take advantage of that. I love that. So that's some very good night, Dante. Appreciate you pulling up. We got almost 700 people, 692 live with us, everybody. Some big numbers, big numbers, everybody. This stream is getting more and more track. These are all real numbers, everybody. I love to hold myself so accountable. I'm my toughest critic. I don't fluff anything up. What you see is what you get, everybody. We just hit 700 people. 701, everybody. We're cruising right now. Appreciate everybody pulling up. If you are new to the channel, smash this like button. Have the bell notification lit. if you're on X, head over to the YouTube channel as well. We're live on YouTube and we're live on X right now, everybody. 707 people listening live right now to what we got with Mellow Man, everybody. Mellow Man over here. I've seen this one around. I know that they got some good connections. I know that they're doing all the right motions as far as like, the right KOLs. I've seen them with Kid and Walt and stuff like that. So this one has some potential, everybody. And like I've said before, I would not sleep on Matt Fury plays, everybody. When you look at what's going on with Pepe is a Matt Fury play. So these things are iconic in our space, everybody. Brett went to $1 billion. If we bring up Brett, I told everybody Brett was going to be the base $1 billion project. Go back and check the receipts. Before I did, go back and check the receipts. And that's going to continue to happen. These Matt Fury plays, they're kind of, they look like our plays. Look, and we got Walt pulling up right now. Yo, let's go. What's up, brother? What's up, brother? Let me know if you want a link and you want to join me. Let me know if you don't got nothing going on and you want to come up here and check out some plays. Let me know what plays I should check out. You got the backstage pass anytime you want to come up, brother. Anytime, just like you guys do for XPX and you guys do for me. I mean, it doesn't matter when I pull up to your guys' show. You guys let us just do whatever we got to do, brother. I must have spoke you up, brother. I must have spoke you up because I was saying, Kid and Walt this, Kid and Walt that. Okay, you want that link? All right. Check our private chat that we talking. Let me get you that link right now. So we're about to have a special guest, everybody, just like that. You're welcome. You're welcome. You wanted to turn this thing up to the next level? There you go, everybody. We're at 737. You want more people coming in? There you go, everybody. Let me see how I can get the link right here. How do I invite another guest? 1 second, everybody. Let me see. There we go, everybody. 1 second. One second, everybody. I'm getting the invite link, but this thing's in my way right now. 1 second. 1-800-XPX help. Don't use that. Next level. What's up? Let me open this up. 1 second, everybody. Okay, I know how to do it again. 1 second. New settings, everybody. Every streaming service is a little bit different. But let's get this together. So we gotta have a special guest up here, everybody. How's that sound? There we go. Invite guest. Oh yeah. There we go. Let me go to the TG now. Oh yeah. Myro pulling up. Everybody's pulling up. 775 people live with us. And I'm sure the numbers are about to go up when they see what we do right now. Let me go to the link over here in the TG. Patience is a virtue, everybody. Right here, brother. Oh, I see your new setup. Okay. All right. Okay, you got some fancy keyboards. You got your okay. That's you're getting ready. I'm gonna give away a little bit of alpha. Oh, Walt, go ahead. I sent you the link, brother. Go check that the chat that we talking. I sent you the private link right there. So go ahead and join us. But I see your setup, and I'm going to give a little bit away. We've been tapping in with Kid and Walt to do something special for everybody, to bring some people up to the space. I just seen that he's seen the message. So we're going to have some special guests coming up, everybody. And I'm just going to say, and they kind of hinted towards it last night in their space when it came to, essentially having, some YouTube content coming out and some stuff like that. And, like I said many times, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And we're making the right connections with the right people, everybody. So let's give him a chance to go ahead and pull up, and we'll see what plays he's talking about. And now he has a setup. He can share his screen. We can see what's going on, and you guys don't have to hear me just rant nonstop, right? Let's see. Oh, look at that. He wasted no time, everybody. Wasted no time. Let me see. You need to connect. Okay. You got to connect your cam and stuff like that and your mic before you can add them to the stream. So connect your cam and your mic is saying, and then I can add you up to the stream. Very nice, everybody. Very, very nice. If you guys are just tuning in, we're just checking out Mellow Man. And then we had Kid and Walt pull up, or Walt actually. There we go.
What's going on, brother? Yeah, the camera don't got set up yet, but we'll do the audio.
Okay.
But yeah, man,
Okay.
bullish space yesterday. Thank you for coming by, man. I mean, we had Lamar Odom himself co-hosting, him in the trenches, right? It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
amazing. We actually had him screaming in the VC live, I'm a DJ. I'm a DJ. I'm like, bro, do you guys understand how bullish that is? Like, people are starting to see the liquidity and just the value of, crypto. They're like, someone asked him a question, it's like, hey, what would you give me advice and money and stuff like that, to be successful? He's like, I'm in here with you guys in crypto. Like, what else? He's finding that next, stream of income. And if you want to be a billionaire, he was saying you need 7 streams of income. And then someone asked him like, hey, is this your 7th one? So, I mean, but
Exactly.
that's just bullish, bro. We're seeing so many people coming in for this mass adoption, man. But yeah, definitely. Thanks for inviting me, man. Getting that you see the setup ready to go. So we're gonna
It's
be
looking
doing
good.
some bullish shows, man, together. And yeah,
Yeah,
man,
I'm
let's
looking
see
forward
what
to
you're
it.
checking out, brother. I'll follow your lead,
Yeah,
man, and we can talk
definitely,
about it.
bro. Definitely. Well, you said something, and we got you up here, and you guys, Kid had shot me a DM and said, hey, the chart's looking good on XPX. We're gonna have Lamar Odom, and this was nice because Kid just hit me up and he said, hey, it'd probably be good to bring up XPX. Are you interested? Are you free? I said, bro, perfect time. We got utility right around the corner. Tomorrow's XPX's birthday, and you said something that I say on this channel all the time, bro, is the average millionaire has 7 streams of income. And I just want to show you some passive income that we have been creating for people, especially because, our chart's looking prime. We're looking really good. We have 831 people live with us. The record is 1,100. And if we break that, man, we'll most likely do a giveaway as well. But this is passive income happening right now. We're less than, tomorrow will be 3 months old. And I think that everybody deserves to have something in their wallet that works for them. And it's creating passive income while you're sleeping, while you're awake, while the chart goes up, while the chart goes down. It doesn't matter. This is one stream of income that you can count on with the dev pulling up every single day, twice audited contract, DeFi utilities, and real world utilities. To me, is extremely bullish. And obviously me being the dev is why I pull up every single day for this project. But there's a hidden passion to this, right? That I want to create this passive income because I'm going for testimonies. I'm not just going for the dollar bills, everybody. Rico has made a lot of money, lost a lot of money, made a lot of money. Money comes and goes. I'm going for the testimonies that people have made life-changing money, and a lot of that's going to come peak bull run and through XPX, man. Let me know what you think about our chart right now, the way that we're looking, $700 and some dollars in passive income. I mean, I haven't seen a staking protocol pay somebody out like this since, I don't know, maybe last bull run. So to me, this is very bullish, brother.
Yeah, man. Just looking at the chart, seeing the timing, right? The timing is impeccable to start any project, right? Like if you're really trying to bring some actual utility into it, and just seeing how you're bringing that into real life, right? And that's where we're going in. Where it's okay for even the new investors, or for say quote unquote normies, will say, "Oh, damn. Oh, how can I use my crypto? How do like, is it convenient?" And that's that factor. The convenient factor wasn't there for a while.
Right.
And now, in fact, if it was there, it was expensive, and now it's way expensive. And now we can actually push these, utility projects, or actually have something like you are right now displaying right now as we see. You got me. I want to go to Chili's now,
I'll
with the
take you.
XPX car. Yeah, bro. But just seeing that now, people can say, "Hey, I can load up my Bitcoin, my Ethereum, my XPX, and actually use it in real life." That's when the money becomes real, right? The quote unquote magic internet money, or everyone's like, "Oh, is that real? It's not." Like, all right, let me show you it's real. Let me go swipe right now in real life, like right going to a common restaurant like Chili's, or the movies, or going traveling around the world. You can use it. You mean this is accessible everywhere. You have ready with Visa that you can use anywhere in the world. I mean, and you'd be surprised. You go around the world now, and places, they all got tap pay now, man. Like they got tap pay. So I mean, now that you're actually incorporating that, that's huge, man. I mean, that's I see where the chart's at, what you guys are bringing, the revenue and stuff like that. It's a no brainer for this bull run to not only start this project, but I mean, the chart's looking perfect. Bitcoin is looking beautiful right now. That dictates everything. So I think we got something bullish here, man. And I mean, the fact that you're grinding out every day in the trenches, finding out projects for everybody, and as well putting on that developer hat. I mean, shout out to you. It's not easy, but it makes sense, right? Now you can help other projects, and as well when you're speaking, educating the new investors or normies or even the old investors, it shows like, hey, this guy's the real deal. He's in crypto. He's actually bringing us a utility project called XPX.
Man, brother, you hit some great topics, bro. That's why we get along so good. Like you literally gave me goosebumps, bro. Like, and I must have, I must have spoke you up because I was telling everybody. I said, "Hey, Walt told me yesterday that I worked 24/8, that they added another day of the week for me to keep going." But I want you guys to tap in over here. He said some good things about XPX, about making it real, everybody. And now it's a time where you can get into a project like XPX. Obviously, you see me pulling up every single day. But where the normies and retail understand this type of lingo, right? I get my crypto, I want to spend my crypto, and we're going to bring that to the table, everybody. We got 927 people live with us. I want to bring up a project, kid. Yeah, I know. 930 now. I want to bring up a project, kid, and I'm going to do my dance that I have. I mean, Walt, that I have you up here. My bad. I read his name as I was scrolling. But now that I got you up here, Walt, because on the show last night,
I'm not fucking leaving.
Yo, so you can hear the sound effects? Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's working good. The shows are going to be crazy, bro. But this was a project that I seen yesterday on the show that, my favorite show that I was very bullish on. And you guys brought this one up, a kid right here. Can you speak on this one a little bit, just so we can I think this has some good flavor.
Man.
As far
What's
as
so crazy about this,
yeah.
Rico, I literally found this naturally. I was like, all right, I was actually educating somebody that wants to join on the team, and I'm like, all right, hey, look, let's go check out Dex Tools, right? Showed up Dex Screener. I'm like, hey, how about this? Let's get you on Solana Trending, right? A popular thing that everyone. So literally, it's the first one that I picked. No lie, I can't make this up. I went in there and said, okay, look, the kid, all right, Kid Crypto. Let me see. This sounds weird. Then I go in there and got to see there's 40 people in the VC. Then I'm hearing the story of a 50-year-old kid that uses his lunch money. And I get them on the show. They were like at 104K market cap. I get them on the show, and boom, they went to like 350K right there. So just awareness. And it felt good that I'm learning, educating, and teaching somebody, find something, help them get on the show. And then they even do well, get awareness, go to a nice market cap. And then, it just depends on what the team and the community are going to do. So it's okay, we were there for them from just the beginning, just to kind of learn about it. And, dig in, and, if there's going to make anything happen, it's that time now. So, I mean, yeah, I think people took some major profits, but, you never know what's going to happen, with this project. It was that kind of the hype momentum. And, we see it, right? Projects go down 90%, 100% down, but then they go 3,000% up.
Wait a second. I got it. This guy's modest, everybody. I gotta give him some credit because they got on the Kid and Walt show, and magic stuff happens when you get tapped in with real KOLs. I say this all the time on the channel. I get irritated with fake channels, with fake numbers. I mean, they literally drive me nuts because people want me to go and put XPX on these things, and I'm like, they're not real, everybody. Why am I gonna waste my time and my breath? But when Kid or Walt hits me up to get on their show, these are real numbers. And what happens is, when you get on the show that has real numbers, you'll see some exponential growth because you're having real exposure, everybody. And yeah, people are going to take profits like we see right here, but I wouldn't doubt that this one could potentially bring some sensation back because it's a kid, everybody. It's an actual 15-year-old kid doing this. And something that you guys talked about yesterday is like, how many people would want to see this kid kind of make it, right? Like just put a Solana in there, but put two Solana in there and just say, hey, I want to support a kid in his movement. Obviously, he's the one, because to me, this sparks a new level of what's going on in this space. When I seen this yesterday, it's like this kid is not touching grass. People are out here saying, I got to go touch grass. I can't handle the market. This kid's 15 years old. And he's doing his dance, everybody. So it just goes to show that if you really want to make something happen in the space, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how much experience you want. It's all about how much conviction and how much you really want something. And yeah, it ran up and it pulled back. I suspect that this one can potentially see some life going back in it if he stays very active, continues to pull up to your guys' show, go through the normal crypto motions that every project has to go through when it comes to redistribution and finding their way and stuff like that. But man, I think this was a great play that you guys found, and kind of inspirational, and kind of gives me an indication of the bull run coming around, because when the bull run kicks off, weird stuff happens. a 15-year-old kid launches a project and it goes to 350K. That type of stuff happens is when it's the bull run. And these are all little signs that nobody has a magic notebook and tell you the exact things, but you have to be able to read in between the lines and connect the dots when you say, what, a 15-year-old kid? I like that. And I'm sure there's going to be somebody else like me that says, you know what, I'll throw a couple soul in there. Instead of donating to some other cause that I don't know, I get to donate to a kid, which I do on a normal basis. You guys saw I donated to St. Jude's kids when I was doing that transaction at Chili's, but I do that on a regular basis as it is. But I get to donate to blockchain technology at the same time and support somebody that's learning their way into space. Who knows what this kid can be inside of this crypto space? I'm only 3 years in my 30s that I did it. What happens? Who does this kid become at 15 years old?
That was what huge. And, at that point, it wasn't, we get huge projects on our show. We get all types of projects on our show. But, and when I saw this, I was like, more to help them out, saying, hey, and this also in the trenches, I found this naturally, and here we showcased it, did some X's. And of course, like there's going to be people using that, the show for hype per se, but this is something that he's actually building. And now he's still doing content. He's still going to be educating. He's still going to be doing something. So it's more, you just put the market cap away and just let this kid cook. Right. And I'm like, damn, this is DeFi. Like, where can I go where you can see someone that is at an early age ready to find, normal fiat and understands already that we need to go into something like, Solana that's going up in value. And his parents don't know shit about crypto. That's what's hilarious. What made this story real. That he is really, it's all him by himself that started learning about this, and people in the community were helping him, man. So just hope the best for him and what he has to offer in crypto.
Absolutely, brother. I'm gonna check out another one of your plays because I'm always trying to bring solid plays to the money bags.
You saw what happened to Bite? You saw what happened to Bite after the show, baby?
Yeah. Guys, I pay. Look, I got my fingers on the pulse of crypto everywhere. I mean, this is what I love to do, and I resonate with people like that. And this was another play. And you know what? Now that I have you up on the show, like I said, I'm going to squeeze you for more stuff. And we're going to, we got Walt up here from the Kid and Walt show, the famous Kid and Walt show. I got to add that because it is famous to me. You guys have really been a household name in crypto, not just starting this cycle, but you guys have been around and we've been rubbing elbows and shoulders together. We've been grinding together. We keep bumping into each other in the same plays that we push, I remember when I called Michi at 2.2 million. You guys were right around the same area calling Michi. A bunch of other people trying to pretend that they can find us. Like, I know if you can find them because I have to be able to bump into you. If I'm not bumping into you in the trenches, I don't really believe that you found them. And but we have another play right here. If you can tell us about this one, because you're more knowledgeable on it, the story of it about it, and giving people that the full bite story. Everybody, Walt, if you can for me. Got his mic
really learn about more of the project early in in early of 2024, right? And brought him actually as the headliner, and it was just awesome to learn more about it. We love Elon narratives, and to see it went from 3-5 mil went to 30 mil because Elon himself talked about AI. He said my first AI dog would be Bite, and that was like an Easter egg in the Grok itself. So learn about it. We headlined them. And of course, the hype, the launch, everything was there. But of course, it did the correction value. But then we actually got to meet the core team, actually at the Bitcoin convention. Chief, that just came up to us. He's not doxxed, but he's like, hey, I know you guys are Kid and Walt. So that was just amazing for him to come together and really push this project. I was like, wait, we would love to help you push this project. So we did a partnership with them, and boom, here we are. It went from 3.5 mil to almost 7 million market cap. And we've been trying to tell people it was really at that ground level.
Right. And right now we're seeing that ground level, looking at this one, this to me, 1 second. To me, when you find that these plays can happen and they have already shown you this, you get redistribution. These Elon plays, these Elon narrative plays, I mean, they're going to spike back up out of nowhere, everybody. And it doesn't take much to really get one of these things ignited. It takes another Elon tweet, another recognition, and this thing can start to rally all over again. And we also have real bull run coming, everybody. Historically, the month of September sucks for crypto, everybody. This is a moment for everybody to say and take advantage kind of market conditions and say, hey, when November comes around or October, like some people are trying to say, and you can ignite some of this FOMO back, people will buy into that, right? Because if you build it, they will come. If we start to tear this chart up and we start to move up at the same time that the rest of the market starts to pump, you know, ETH starts to pump, Bitcoin starts to pump, we can start to see some real magic step into the space. 1 second, just to give these guys the roadmap if they want it. If you build it, they will come. I'm not sure if Chief might see this right here, but right here, getting back above deleting a zero on this one is going to be the play where you're going to see a lot of that renewed optimism step back in. I think we lost Walt, maybe he lost connection, but we officially just broke the record, everybody. We're at 1,120 people on the live stream, everybody. So we have officially broke the record of the live streams. I've been telling people, and I'll keep telling everybody, the work ethic when it's there, sometimes you guys, and this is not just for what we're doing here. You're back. Okay, cool. 1 second. This is not just for somebody that's a project or somebody that's a YouTuber. Just keep going through the motions because Walt, we just broke the record on the stream. We're at 1,120
Why does that
people
always
live.
happen every time I come on your show? Let's go, baby.
You got to, brother.
Let's go, baby.
You, brother. Let's go, baby. That's the Walt.
Yeah,
Let's go.
You already know it.
But I want to tell all of you guys, like, if you're planning on doing something, whatever, if it's a project or whatever you might do, you might not see results right away, everybody, but you just got to keep going. Yep. I've been telling people for a while that, you know, the consistency, I'm not going to stop grinding that. I knew that this show would get to thousands and thousands of viewers. I remember when there was only, 50, when there was 100, when we were barely breaking into triple digits. And that was our goal. Let's go back into triple digits. Let's go back into triple digits. Well, now we have the second time that we break, into the thousands, and this is going to keep growing into the thousands and thousands because I'm not going to stop, everybody. I'm going to make this huge, and I want to make it huge for everybody. This is not just for me. This is the Wag Me channel. We're all going to make it channel, everybody. As we, let me get Walt back up here. Walt, you're having connection issues, man. But right here we have Byte, and I want to, let Byte know if you guys are listening to this later on. You guys are, have close to 1,200 people watching this project right now. This is where you guys start to see some renewed optimism. Get back over deleting the zero, and that's going to be that $10 million market cap. $10 million market cap.
It's coming, Rico. It's coming. It's coming.
I can see it, brother. I can see it. Now we have we got the
stream. That was a great project to bring up because listen, let's talk about the facts. Elon's going to be talking about Doge, right? More. And he did, right? A couple weeks ago, he put out the DOGE, and I know you were covering it, right? Department of Government Efficiency. Yep. And we were in the trenches. We found the Solana one, found that there was another Solana one, and we actually had the dev actually burn $50,000 live on it. And then there was another one, right? The one on ETH, right? So you see how the Doge doesn't stop, right? Narrative, and then that's going to be pushed. Then you have Elon that's going to be pushing Doge, that's pushing Grok, and then what came out of Grok? Came out Byte, and he actually announced it and said it like, "Hey, my first AI dog will be BYTE," and he said it, and it giggled sense. So he's already interacted with this. So if there was any dog, if there's going to be any AI dog narrative, is this one hands down? There's no stopping, and there is the people right with AI, a dog. People love adding dogs to the memes and DeFi world. Yeah. So what better project than Byte that has Elon with Grok? And and it's a fucking dog. Like, what else do you want, guys? It's right in front of you, and that's why that optimism it started now, where people are like, shit, it bottomed out, right? Like anything, there's always gonna be a bottom. A project doesn't matter if it gigascends to whatever market cap. There's gonna be a bottom that becomes formed. Once you find that bottom, there's only one way. One direction you can go up, and that's up. And now Byte is on that way up, man. So hopefully people understand. We had them continuously around 3-4 mil, and right now I think even people took some profits that they found out that maybe they bought a bottom, or there was their time to get out per se. But now you can see that cup that's building, the bull run is coming, and now if there was any time to take a bite out of that entry, it's right now.
Nice. And I just want to show everybody, when you're taking that bite out of this one, this is exactly where this project was at before all this giga sending happened. So if you felt like you missed Byte or this stuff that could have not happened and you missed out, this is the same entry right here on the right side of the chart. One thing that I will say that's unique to this project compared to a lot of other e-news is that because it comes from Grok, you essentially have all this all this tool, right? The Grok AI that you can use to constantly, you know, have this bike come up with new stuff. You can leverage AI, you can leverage Grok plus this new narrative. So a lot of times, remember, we use degen math. We're not trying to use big brain math. We use degen math. We go Grok, that's a narrative. That's AI, that's a narrative, right? We got Elon, that's a narrative. Inu, that's a narrative. Ba, 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 that means printing. You add all these up, that plus that plus that plus that equals the thing's going to send. It's not the normal math that we do on our day-to-day basis. This is degen math. We got Inus, we got Grok, we got AI, we got Elon. That's a lot of narratives that brings up the possibilities and probabilities of something like this really sending, because if it's either the Grok stuff or it's the A, and Grok and AI is the same thing, but if it's specifically Grok, right, mentions of Grok, that's a little bit different. Or if it's just the AI narratives picking up again, Byte can bite onto that and hold on to it. Or it can be the Inu narrative and they can hold on to that. So, or it can just be Elon talking about a dog again and you have that. So when you have something that you can compound narrative after narrative after narrative, what it does, it changes the possibilities and probabilities of it actually sending. So keep an eye on this one. This one right here is already pulled back. Let me see if we can find another.
Well said.
Yeah,
and that's what
you,
it is. That's why I'm super bullish on it, guys. Like, just understand, Byte. You can't tell me otherwise, right? That's why it did what it did right in the beginning of the year, and now as we're coming back into the Q4, right, where we a lot of these great projects found ground. Look at Mog. Mog just found the ground level right now. Perfect example, right? We had Mog at 40 million, Rico, 40 some mil, and it went to 800 mil, and now it found the floor at 300, and now it's on its way up. The timing is where it's at. So that's the same thing with Byte. It did its 30 mil, it went to 3-4 mil ground, and now it's on its way up. So you thought 30 mil was something. I'm telling you guys, with the momentum that's coming, I hope you guys take a bite literally out of that entry NFA. But definitely great project to talk about, man. Honestly, there's no other like AI dog project that I see even has anything of this type of magnitude.
Nice. And speaking of Mog, I was actually one of those guys in the trenches as well. You can see when I was doing technical analysis on it, way down here before it sent. So I'm gonna go back and check the actual receipts on my videos to see exactly. But you can see when I was talking about it down here, and I called it, and even when it pumped up, I even did an update on everybody and said, hey, this is the natural pullback. This is that area. This is where we're actually at right now. We're technically updating Mog. Maybe it's for a good reason that we're bringing it up, because this is what we usually wait for on the channel, is that 60 to 80% retracement that a lot of people can't handle. If you can't handle a 60 to 80% retracement, you don't deserve 600 to 800% in profit, everybody. If you want those big profits, you have to be able to see this. You have to be able to say, you know what? They have it already. I want to see this thing pump. So here goes that where, this is where you're supposed to load up. You're supposed to load up down here. When the markets are fearful, you're supposed to be greedy. When the markets are greedy up here, you're supposed to say, wait a minute, let me be a little bit fearful. Let me back up a little bit, because I know it's feeling really pumpy. Let me wait for it to pull back. Let me get a 60, 80% retracement so I can get that, 600 to 800% up to the top, everybody. So do not miss out. And don't think that because you see a play, in the tens of million that it's done, because this one right here, you can see that this was around, 10 million. This was like in the tens of million. Maybe Walt and them called it a little bit sooner, but I'm going to check the receipts to be 100% sure. But I was down here in definitely in $10 million zone. So we'll see what's up when I go back and check.
Oh, yeah. I believe Mog is going to be one of like those conviction plays, and it's important to talk about them and talk about the what can I say, the trends that happen with the chart, and to say, okay, and you go back and you say, okay, look at back, what was the highs, where were the lows? And it's simple, guys. Buying the lows and setting the highs, or if you're going to take profits, take some little bit of your profits, on those highs, so you can buy back those lows, and then you can have that conviction play number in your head. So even when you buy that 5-10 million or 30 million Mog, and you say, I believe Mog's going to go to billions, right? And so if you're smart, you say, hey, sometimes if you're going to take some, of course, responsible profits up in these tops, you can rebuy these lows that will come. And now the timing of it for it to come back up is right now. I mean, look at it, look at the timing, look at the market. But it shows you sometimes got to take some some healthy profits on those highs, because you know there's gonna be those ground levels eventually. It's just pumping so much, because that's why you got to look at the chart, and the chart explains that perfectly. And now, you know, we're seeing just another uptrend of just going up, especially around this time. So hopefully Mog, and as big as that community is, they really will push this to highs. And I'm definitely a Mog holder and support them, you know, through thick and thin. They've been great.
I will say something about this one, and you know, being able to print on these plays. And some people might say, already 370 million. I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing to do with it. And that's where you might be wrong, everybody. That's where you might actually not get it right, because every project that's hit $1 billion market cap, except Book of Memes, hit 2, 3, 4 billion. Everybody, it's like once they hit 1 billion, it's like another level of FOMO kicks in. Look at Floki. Look at how long Floki was held underwater, and then it just went 1 billion, and it just kind of continued. Everybody. So when you see something right here in this hundreds of millions, to me, it's very bullish, because whenever a project's into hundreds of millions, it's $1 billion talk. All you can talk about, and they have merit to talk about this. Mog should be saying $1 billion market cap this, $1 billion market cap that, because they are really in range for that. And when a project hits 1 billion, it hits 2 and 3, and who knows how high it can go. With the biggest crypto adoption that's ever going to happen in crypto history, we got the president that did his first, ex-president Trump, that did his first crypto transaction. So to me, that just shows the direction that crypto is moving, and this adoption is going to be bigger than ever before. The last bull run's not going to be nothing. This is the most positive crypto has had light in. Everybody's not shunning it like it was before. The last bull run, it was 50-50. People who believed in it, people who hated it. And then you couple that with Voyager, Celsius, and all those crashes, it convinced everybody to hate it. This time around, it's not none of that. We got Bitcoin ETF, we have ETH ETF. There's this nonstop tapes being cut to let Bitcoin and crypto step right in. And we have to acknowledge this, because this is not going to be comparable to the last one. That's why we're going to see on this Bitcoin rainbow chart right here some prices on BTC that I don't think people are ready to weather. Some people are out there touching grass instead of loading up. While you're touching grass, Michael Saylor's loading up. While you're touching grass, BlackRock is loading up, because peak bull run, we're talking about, let's not even go into the red, we're just going to the orange. Peak bull run, we're talking about 324, 239K BTC, 174K BTC. And we're not even talking about super cycle potential. If we do super cycle talk, and we talk about when gold became an ETF and it went on a parabolic run for 8 years, what does that say for BTC? Because I don't believe that the ETF is completely priced in. I don't think that the adoption of the ETF is all the way priced in. If anything, has been price manipulation and trying their best to keep the price suppressed before, you know, the floodgates open and there's nothing that they can do about it, where it just spirals out of control and people, you know, this domino effect of crypto adoption happens back to back. So I'm going to actually post this link as well. Walt, do you have another project for this community? We got, you know, close to, you know, almost 1,200 people live with us. Pretty impressive, brother, if you ask me. Do you got another play? I'm going to post this XPX, because I don't want people to miss out. Tomorrow's a very big day for us. Some big announcements. Tomorrow's our birthday. I don't want you guys to miss out. This is your entry right now before we delete our first zero. You guys don't think we're going to delete our first zero? You think that's not going to happen, everybody? The grind will make sure that it happens, everybody. So pull up. Well, what's the next play, brother? I'm not sure how much time you have, but let me know. I think your mic is muted, brother. Yeah, I still can't hear you. You might have to, let me remove you from the stage really quick. Oh, there you go. He's going to circle back, everybody. If you're listening, if you guys are new to the channel, this is the project that I launched in Smart DeFi. Take advantage of this. I pull up every single day. We talk about XPX. We have off-ramp solutions, not just off-ramp solutions, but merchant solutions, Web3 marketplace, an ecosystem that pays you to hold, everybody. You deserve to be paid to hold. You're holding stuff right now, and you got to sweat and go through all that motion. You might as well hold something that's paying you to hold. Why not get paid to sweat, everybody? We're deleting all the zeros. I like that attitude. I really do. I like that attitude. Let's see. Okay, let's get Walt back up here. Let's see if we can hear you now, Walt.
Yo.
There we go.
Yeah, I just had to go back in and out because you know, that glitching. But yeah, man. Honestly, just bringing up. I don't know if you brought up Sato. Have you guys seen what happened with Sato? We had him on our show. You know, we were headlining them at, I believe, around 2-3 mil, And yesterday, caught wind that they were sending nice around 7-8 mil. Went on their space last night, and Leo was there. This is a team from Shiba Doge, right? Roof. I know the peeps, and I even saw Ralph was in there. He's hyping it up, and they went from 7-8 mil to 18-19 mil in like 40 minutes. They're like, "Durr!" It just shows all the Doge meta is not going anywhere. That's why it was a good.
No.
So Sato right now, I think that correction, of course, is gonna happen. It did such a crazy pump. Look, that's a perfect example, right?
That's a perfect
Like
example.
yeah, people are gonna push projects. They took profits, and and then now we're coming back to the correction stage, and
Yep.
now the discovery's there. You have the optimism is there, like, oh damn, because they went down. They were like at 4 or 5 mil when they came to a show, and they were starting to digress. If you go down, went to 800, 900K. From 900K, they made a pullback up. Remember, we talk about buying the lows,
Yeah.
right? And then seeing that something ground. Sometimes okay, you see it's gonna ground, but is it a good project? Do you just say, oh, let me sell and leave? Or you say, hey, if you do take out some profits out, or you even happen to sell your whole bag, you come back to great projects and narratives, because that found the ground floor around 800-900K, then send up 18-19 million. 18-19x. If you would have just waited 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And once everyone saw that shit was Giga said, you already know they took profits, this. But
Yeah.
now that the whole, we're talking about Doge narrative, right? The whole dog, here it is. Where did the dog come from? From mama. Came from
Mhm.
mama, and here it is. That's basically the real mother token of DeFi. Tusukoto, or whatever her name is. Tusukatu Sato. Miss Sato, I like to call her, just Miss Sato.
Yeah.
But that is that project. It is the mother of it, and here we are looking at it. It stands. So right now, I think what was the chart? I couldn't see too much on the screen. I think it's around what,
Close
6,
to 7
7.
mil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
7
close to
mil.
7.
So maybe it could go down a little bit more. Maybe even like to 5.8, 6 mil.
Yep.
I'm
Mhm.
thinking that entry, just to be real, and then boom, we're gonna see them. They're not going anywhere. In fact, and I actually got to talk to Leo, that actually the dev and the team and stuff like that, that they're gonna be pushing hard, and possibly doing a partnership together. So we're gonna be building that momentum with them, and especially it makes sense, right? We talk about what projects run in the meme world. Dogs always run, they always rule,
Yeah.
and we saw with the dog whiff hat, right? And we've
Yeah.
seen it with just so many projects, and now that's why Nero went nuts. And now you got Nero, you got Sato, and of course, right? Where did the Nero and Doge come out, even to add a new member, right? A cat, and that came from what? From this family.
Right.
Then you got Kate, and I know you were covering Kate earlier, right? And so it just it all makes sense, right? Like you can have your top Doge meta plays even for this bull run, because Doge is, when it comes to talking about dogs, is from the beginning of origins, right? Where Doge and then GameStop, and then really brought this meme cycle into fruition, and now we're here again in 24 again, and the same thing's going on, guys. Doge projects, all with the family of Doge, and who's going to be pushing it? Elon. That's why we got
Mhm.
Byte. Nero is going to
Mhm.
be doing well. That's why it's doing good on ETH and Solana. And even the
Mhm.
Solana was doing great. And now you got Sato, that is the mother one of all these projects, and is doing well. So hopefully people pay attention. That's why I'm going on a tangent. I want people to know about these projects. That's why I'm in the trenches. That's why I'm finding out what's going on. And to see that, you just would have let it cook, and boom, here you go. You have a 18, 19x.
Right, right. No, I think this is a good play, and it honestly has a good narrative, right? Everybody loves an origin story. This is the origin story of all the Inus, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. Inus are not going anywhere. Matt Fury plays are not going anywhere. They're embedded into crypto culture. Everybody, they're like Pokemon cards of the past. They're not. It's not going to happen. People can say that they're not cool, that they don't like them. You can say that you don't understand it, that you don't get it. That doesn't mean that they're not here to stay. That doesn't mean that they're not nostalgic or part of this culture forever. You can sit on the sidelines and say, I don't get it. I don't want to get it. I don't want to understand it. That's not going to take away from, the amount of hype that comes from these plays. When Elon pushes these Doge plays, the amount of people that become millionaires off of these plays, and people actually looking for that same type of, hype itself. Speaking of Nero right here, Some of these I've missed. Honestly, I was so caught up in some stuff. I missed some of these Nero plays. This one looks like one that I wouldn't want to miss right here. This looks like, you know, it's already oversold. Like Walt said, it'd probably good to see it come down to about 5 mil, see what it can do right around there, and see if it can rally back up. Because these Nero plays, these ones that get CTO'd after they've been kind of exhausted, they fly up out of nowhere because that Inu sensation comes back, everybody. So this is Nero on ETH. We're going to look at this daily chart right here. I'll be honest, I missed this one, everybody, but this is what we're talking about right here. You just never know what these dog plays, just out of nowhere, they can just take off and really, really send everybody. So it's very important that you guys, pay attention to these dog narratives. Don't get too in depth with some stuff. Sometimes when it comes to these meme coins, you just want to make it very simple, find a solid community where they're going to grind, and magic can honestly happen. This play right here is probably not even done, everybody. Let's go ahead and layer this chart up. Let's bring Walt back up. Okay, we're looking at Nero right now. This is another great example of like when people think it's done and out of nowhere, the dog plays just come and rally up out of nowhere. So this is that Nero play right there. Who's to say that this dog right here doesn't do its dance as well? This is when it's at the bottom, when people forget about it.
And that's going to be helping it, Rico. Like, if the more that does better, right, the Nero, the more Satos. That's why I tell people, listen, when Nero, and I know the one on ETH is doing well, and I know they have some people heavily involved with that one. And then, of course, there's the Solana one. That's, big ups to that, that community as well, the Solana Nero. But as that goes higher and Doge, it's going to be Doge, the Nero, you got Kate, and then you got Sato, right? And then, of course, you have Byte to add to the, whole AI, right? A dog, if there's going to be a dog that's AI, right? Then, of course, AI is huge right now. And then that's why Elon's been pushing it with Grok. And that came into fruition. We were there for Grok, right? And then Grok came out. That project did amazing. And then now Elon started talking about Grok, what it can do. And that's how they found AI, found Byte. So, I mean, if you just look at it, guys, dogs are running. And then, of course, Miss Sato is going to be running, man. Nero, was that the one on ETH that you're pulling up?
Yeah, this was the one on ETH.
Yeah, they added some major liquidity to that boy. At first, it was a little off how it was. And then, boom, it's making sense. And, shout out to that community, what they're doing. But as you know, it's going to continue, man. So definitely Nero, Sato, just these legacy projects, bro. AI, AI that's with the Byte. It's just gonna make sense for these conviction plays, and definitely want people to catch them at good market caps. And you were talking about like, oh, am I too late for a market cap like the Nero on 100? If it's 150 or 300, like you say, once it goes up to 1 billion, then you're gonna see another 2-3x. And people thought they were late on Pepe. Oh, I'm late on Pepe. Pepe ran up to what from 400 mil again. It went from 400 mil down, found the bottom level that we talked about, and would it go back up to 5 billion?
Yep.
Come on.
Yep. Shocking the world, man. This crypto stuff, shocking the world. This is the one on Solana right here. I think I've seen this one. Maybe I've seen this one on your show. I know you guys had a Nero.
Yeah, we headlined them. Oh, yeah, we headlined them at first. We actually headlined them with Little Pump. Little Pump co-hosted with us.
Okay.
Huge show. I think I believe 4,000 plus people tuned in for that one. And
nice.
Got everyone all together. But look, it went down. Look, we talk about the bottom floor, right? It found a bottom around I believe 4 or 5 mil, and then went right back. Look, this is like we're talking about giving time, having patience, letting projects, steam up and then steam down. And that's the play. That's, you gotta know if you're gonna even get into projects, simple investing. Buy the lows, sell the highs. Like here you are, and Nero. If people said, "Damn," they panic sell. Look, now it went from 4 or 5 mil back to 12, 13 mil. And so people were like, "Oh, this ain't gonna do shit 7, 8." And now you just got wrecked. If you would have just held because you bought at 9 or 10, and you're like, "Oh, I don't," because people start as soon as they see 20, 30, 40%, they start leaving, and then now they get wrecked, and then now the chart booms, and then it's like, damn. Sometimes you really gotta have patience, especially in these conviction plays you're bringing up.
Sure. Like, I'm going to tell you guys something, and I called Michi at 2.2 million, and I actually got out of it earlier than I should, but I kind of aped into it and started to peel profits off at around 90 mil. That's why one of the reasons XPX can do all the stuff that we're going to do underneath $1 million market cap, because a lot of that funding came out of my own pocket from me being what I do in the space, right? Being in the trenches. And I'm going to tell you guys something, that if I didn't put in what I was willing to lose and I didn't hold Michi, I would have missed out on that play, everybody. I would have missed out on the potential of making the money that I made on Michi, everybody, because it went up to over 300 and something million. And I left a little bit of a moon bag and I kept peeling off of it. That's why you're going to see the chart really marked up, because, I mean, we really printed off of this one. And that's why, you know, that one person that was on Reddit that said no project underneath $1 million market cap will launch off-ramp solutions. Well, look, that we're not just an average project over here at XPX. You guys got a dev that's been in the trenches. And, you know, when the Solana craze was happening, I got in on Michi at that 2.2 and, you know, started to peel off around that 90 to 100 mil. And, you know, I continued to run up. But you know what? I had to kind of just hold that and just let it do what it had to do, because back over here, when a lot of people don't want to talk about this, it went through its dip, you know, but because it was so silly to me and it was right when it was happening, this is the dip area nobody wants to talk about, this ugly area down here, right? This area where people are being tested. Anybody can say, oh, this part was fun and this, that, and the other, but you had to go through some rally up, an ugly, you know, a pullback, almost a rally back up, and just nonstop consolidation, getting kind of boring. But I liked it how the community was so active. I like how they were making memes nonstop. I liked it. And even right here on this pullback, you know, this was one of the first actual pullbacks that you saw, and this was barely at 20 mil, and I just held because the community was like this new Michi power. Everybody was making their own custom Michis, going crazy. And that's one of the reasons that we printed so hard, and we got some funds to sit on. And ammo, we got some nice ammo to keep pushing through what we got to do. And you know what? Take profits responsibly. I took them almost too responsible early when it could have just kept going up a lot higher. I could have printed a lot more, but I also don't get caught up in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, because I planned my trade and I trade my plan. I said, if this thing can go to 100 mil, that's nice to peel off a little bit of profits off of that, right? And that's exactly, it went to 90. Usually that 100 mil is that everybody knows it's that psychological barrier, so it'll kind of do it before that. So I peeled off a little bit right there. I planned my trade, and I traded my plan, and I left a little bit of that moon bag up in there to see what would happen. And I got to reap some more benefits. I think that Michi has the potential to actually rally back, you know, now that it's in these low phases right here. And this could be a play that maybe people want to come back and look at as being one of those heavy hitters as well. What do you got to say about Michi? I know you guys were one of the first ones to call this one as well, bro. I seen you in the trenches. We were all over Michi, and yeah, we made it happen.
Michi's doing great, man. I still come there by the VC. We actually headlined them when they were like at a nice, I believe one of the like high market caps, only 200 mil, to really talk about it. And you know, people still are looking for that cat token to go to billion, right? We thought maybe Pop Cat can be it, and I don't know if they're still struggling to hit that 1 bill. They're like almost there. But you know, people want that, you know, cat project that's still gonna do well. So you know, I thought it was hilarious. They were, you know, that first project, like where you can almost as close. They were like the whiff of, you know, they were like the you know, the cat to what whiff is, right? And you know, bringing with Michi, just being memeable and like having their meme generator. People love cats, so I think Michi especially is definitely a project to pay attention for this bull run, man. So I think Michi's super you know, bullish. If there was any project that I think that can go to billions, that's a cat token that's already established and it's got a community, it's Michi, man. It really is.
Yeah, it has this power with this meme generator. This is one of the reasons. This is when I did simple degen math, everybody. I saw this and it made me laugh. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Everybody can make one of their likeness, right? And just do a meme generator until they find one. And what that does is it brings people to feel a part of something, right? Because they generated one that they feel like it makes them feel a part of this. And, you know, whether people want to admit it or not, you kind of want everybody to sip the Kool-Aid. You want a bit of a cult following when it comes to your project. Like a lot of people don't want to say that, but this right here was sipping the Kool-Aid. This meme generator was essentially you saying, hey, I want to sip the Michi Kool-Aid, and I'm going to rock my avatar. And that's me saying that, hey, I'm going to drink this Kool-Aid nonstop. And that was one of the reasons for me. And I knew that cats were kicking up some dust and that they were going to have their turn essentially coming up really, really soon. And this stuff made me laugh. I did simple math on this, simple DJ math. We're headed towards 1,200 people live with us. Well, what do you got to say to 1,200 people, man? Let me bring up your X account. Make sure we're, bringing some people to your stuff. If you guys have not yet given Walt a follow, this is the famous Kid and Walt show. One, if not my favorite, space show. And you guys are going to be seeing Kid and Walt come up on the YouTube channel a lot more. This is kind of like the precursor of what's going to be happening. We're going to be having some shows over here projects coming up. This is going to be a lot of fun. So make sure that you guys tap in very early with us. This is at Walter_DeFi, everybody. This is going to bring a lot of exposure to this channel, a lot of exposure to their X account, a lot of exposure to our favorite plays, obviously mine XPX, but all the plays that Walt and Kid find in the trenches, all the plays that we find in the trenches are not going to be getting this added level of exposure. And I mean, what better three people to be bringing some hits? Me, Kid, and Walt, I mean, doing some shows here and there will be absolutely fantastic. And I think can really start when we did it last time. I mean, that space was absolutely amazing. Now we're seeing numbers like we never seen before. 1,220 people now live with us. So I want to keep shattering these records where we see 10,000s, 20,000 people watching live, because we are changing people's lives. We are finding the solid projects, and we are, honest about this stuff. We want to find these plays. Obviously, it's not financial advice, and you're supposed to do your own research, but we're giving it to you guys raw and uncut, right? If it's low, it's low. If it's high, it's high. If this is the dip, this is the dip. If it's done, it's done, right? Stick a fork in it and we keep it moving. But we are finding these hot plays for you guys to make some opportunities. Well, over 1,200 people, man. Say something to them, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, bro, everyone's a Giga Chad here, right? We're all Giga Chads in the trenches. And speaking of Giga Chad, bring it up too. We actually, they we saw what they were doing. They reached out to us, and I was like, bro, this made sense. And they believe we started campaigning with them around 2-3 million market cap. The first play that we actually brought them was Coin Merge right before, right? And then we had them on our show the next, and they did and we're trying to tell people this is the big one. We want you to make it. And what did Giga Chad end up doing? Went to 308 million. So we actually, if you can see the receipts there from our show, we were bringing them slowly from 5, 10. They went to 23, 25 mil. Went back to 4. We say, hey, we're going to bring you as the headliner again on a Sunday show. As the headliner, first time, they were at 14 million. And after 14 million, they then sent to 308 mil plus. So of a project that's another conviction play that we could even bring up, that it was right in front of our face. You have the real life himself, Giga Chad, Michael O'Hearn on the team. And now they have Giga Fitness that are pushing, and they were talking about they're going to be onboarding the normies. And right now I think they corrected that ground floor that we talk about, and now they're just on their way up. So I believe they're around in the 130, 150 range. I don't know if you could tell me what. I can't look at the phone real quick because I don't want to get off the space.
I think this is the wrong one. I think this is the wrong one.
Just put Giga. You should have 2 or 3 mil liquidity on that.
Okay, this one right here. Here we go. I do remember you guys talking about this one. I actually do remember this.
Oh, yep. Yeah. And they're huge, right? Everyone talks about Giga Chat.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a Giga. This is a Giga Spaces. Oh, you're a Giga Chat. This made sense. And how they were pushing it, right? Another project that made sense. You're like, you doubted it. You faded. 20, 30 mil. That's it. 40. And nobody really knew about this shit. It was the first. I'm like, dude, that's when I knew there's a $20 million+ project on Solana, and no one's fucking covering it. No one's fucking covering it. So that's what I teach people. Just because there's so much high spaces, these people are on. They start naming all these influencers, even the new ones too. I'm like, damn, y'all just sound like a bunch of newbies, and it doesn't do well. Something like this that's just quietly on the scene at 20, 30 million, 40. You need to pay attention with hardly any big buys or sells, and bam, that motherfucker sent to 300 mil. I know we're doing a fantasy football league with them right now with Ansem, people like Stecky, all the people. We were playing against Comet the other day. I think the last. So we're actually in a fantasy football league with them right now. So hopefully we do well. And Stecky got lucky that one he got, but we won the last couple games. I think we're in the top 3. But this is gonna send. They got top influencers around, and everything is about being a Giga Chat. And they have some real Giga people minded on this. And I'm telling you guys, Giga Chat is gonna be it will go to billions. You could quote me on this motherfucker live right now, because I did not I didn't doubt them when they were at 10, 20 million and they went to 300 mil. How are you gonna doubt them when they went to 300 mil? They're at a correction stage, and now we're on our way up. And Solana is gonna be going to 500, 700 per token. You better check out Giga Chad if you're a real Giga Chad in the space.
If you're a real
Giga Chad. Listen, they got Michael O'Hearn himself, the real Giga Chad. It doesn't get any better.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't. If you guys are a real Giga Chad, you guys know that this is part of the space. This is like the Matt Fury stuff. This is like the Inu stuff. It's not gonna go anywhere. You cannot like the Crimson Chin as much as you don't want. You can say that you don't like Chads, you don't like Giga this, you don't like Giga that. You can say the same thing about not liking dogs and say you don't like Inus and you love cats. You can say the same thing about Matt Fury plays and say, I don't care about this frog. I don't care about this land wolf. But you know what? They're not going anywhere. Just because you don't like them doesn't mean that they don't belong in a space. And Giga Chad, this thing is a meme. This is one of the first kind of memes in crypto, and I'm sure Walt can attest to this. Like, you know, the last bull run when everybody's saying, you know, being a Chad, being a Giga Chad, and this chin thing was happening everywhere. Where even right here, you know, you see the Xi Jinping with the Giga Chad chin, and I remember the last bull run that this was part of that sensation of almost like the first kind of meme generator of its kind, almost somebody can say, where people were putting this. That's why I'm saying it's kind of an OG meme to the space in a sense, and these OG memes cannot be ignored because what happens is life is circular, right? Just like the seasons change, so do the narratives, everybody. And best believe the Giga Chad chin is going to come back around where people are doing that's what they should be doing actually, is a meme generator nonstop on everybody adding their own chin to their thing, right? Because that's that next level of, you know, sipping the Kool-Aid, everybody. But this is part of the space. Yeah, the Giga Chad is part of the space. And if we look at the chart right now, I mean, if you wanted a chart that looked healthy and you can tell that they wanted, this is one right here. They went through their tests. Obviously, you guys know I like to zoom out and look at the daily chart. And they already went through their correction. This could be that area before it takes off, everybody. 1 second. Let's go ahead and mark this up really quick. Show you these ranges really quick. See where we're at. Identify these zones. And this is where I believe that this Giga Chad is at right now, everybody. This is what we're rocking with right now. This could be the support level that you see this thing dancing on. Anything above $100 million market cap on here, it looks really, really good. And really, the $100 million market cap is right here. This is about 130. This is the 100 million right there. Okay, now that's where, and obviously we worked down to here. That's where I could be looking. If it held on here, maybe that's a zero. But really, a nice little entry point would be if it came down here to that 100 million and you can ride that wave up. But if you're saying, hey, I'm going to ride it to $1 billion, and we know that when they hit 1 billion, they hit 2 or 3 billion, maybe you just say, hey, since I'm going to be holding anyways, I just load up right here at that $140 million market cap, and I don't wait for it to hit the $100 million market cap. Me, obviously, I like to practice this, like, you know, the 60 to 80% retracement, because I want to earn my, you know, 600 to 800% gains. And there we go again, 68%. How am I able to pull this down on every chart and show you that a real Giga Chad that's been in the space will wait for a 60 to 80% retracement, load up heavy on that bag, and wait for it to happen, because everybody has been shooken out. Scared money doesn't make money. And when the markets are fearful, that's when smart money comes in. When everybody's shaking and their knees are clacking together and they can't get a word out, that's exactly where smart money starts to step in. So 100 million, maybe you don't wait and you look at it at 130 million. If they hold on to the support, they can turn it right back around. And you heard Walt say it right here on the show, over 1,200 people, close to 1,300. That's going to go to the billions, everybody. I don't think people realize how many projects are actually going to go into the billions. This notion of chasing only $1 billion market cap is going to be a thing of the past. And you're going to see projects talking about chasing the 10 billion, because there's going to be so much new money that comes in. This everybody, 1 billion, 1 billion, 1 billion. All these markets are going to move up. Remember that some of these projects went up to 80, you know, Sheeb went up to 100 billion, Doge. So, you know, this whole chasing this like 1 billion market cap thing is going to be a thing of the past. And we're going to see projects saying, we're trying to get to 10 billion. We're trying to get to 10 billion. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
No, and it's on that right too, just to get you, because you're on a spree right now, and it makes sense, right? You see a project at the 100 mil. If there's any time to squeeze in to get a 7-10x, where you're like to squeeze in, because this is where whale investors look at. It makes sense that if you're gonna make that 10x, the 100 mil to 1 billion's there, and then after it goes to 1 billion, if it goes to 3 billion, then right there, that's another 13. That's 13x. So like, these X's do start making sense, but you do want to catch wind to something like you were saying, hey, things could possibly go to 10, 20, 30, 50 billion. So, I mean, dude, if Giga Chad sends to 1 billion plus, what do you think is going to happen in this type of, cycle? Things that go to 1, 2 billion are going easy, probably 7 to 10 billion, man. So yeah, I just had to throw that in, and I think that's that perfect time when people want to get in a project at a 150K market cap. You got your 10x. Oh, you get in 1 mil to 10 mil. Your 10x. Your 10 mil to 100 mil. Now you got your 100 mil to 1 billion. So this is that perfect example of a project that you're easily can make another 10x plus. Coming into this bull run.
Man, I completely agree with you, bro. That, you know, we haven't had the flipping the sheep talk yet. You know, the sheep killer talk. We haven't had all these other clues that are going to happen. And when that stuff happens, we're going to see all these projects and market caps that we're only dreaming of, and they're actually right around the corner. Everybody, we've seen that. You know, historically, September is not the best month. That everybody's waiting for October. But I'm going to be honest with you guys that peak bull run is like mid 2025. If you can be one of those people right now that load up and just wait on the sidelines for something magical to happen, you can wait till 2025 and find your solid plays all the way. You can have some life-changing money coming right around the corner, everybody. I don't want you guys to miss out. There's going to be some fantastic things coming to the space, some fantastic projects, some fantastic communities. I got Walt up here. Walt, I want you to I'm finishing up right here. I don't want to take up too much of your time. This was just a spontaneous stuff, just like I like to do. But any last words, Walt, that you want to give the community? We got 12,000, or one day we're going to have that. Well, we got 1,250 people live with us, over 2 hours live. We got to do this again where we break some more records together on these live streams and bring some more projects. But I want to close it around this 2 hour mark. Any last words for, you know, people that are listening, new to the channel, new to, you know, finding out about Walt and all things crypto? What do you got to say to them?
Man, if there was any time for you to tap into crypto or like, you know, nose deep dive, it's right now, guys. If you're not into crypto right now, I don't know what you're doing. And platforms like what you have created and what, you know, bringing that attention, right, and talking about all these projects, and then you know, of course, what me and Kid do, trying to find you guys nothing but the latest and greatest. You know, make sure you follow the people that actually like care for you, bringing some actual, you know, exit. Look at the receipts, see what they're talking about. But also, you know, share the knowledge. Anything that is taught, you know, to you, you know, you should go out and teach it, right? Like that is what it's meant for. So we're out here doing what we do best, guys, and helping you guys out. So now you guys do yours, and all the information that you got today, guys, go out and tell people about it. I mean, regardless of marketing, and you could spend billions of dollars in marketing, but you know what is the best marketing is word of mouth, guys. So definitely, guys, let them know. This is the time to tap in. Try to, you know, convince your, you know, one of your crazy friends, like, hey, bro, get into crypto, bro. Dirty time. And I'm telling you, one of them's gonna, you know, say, oh shit, thank you. And you know, then you're like, damn, why did I tell him? Now he's bothering me every day, calling me. But telling, but that's what it's all about, right? Because you know,
Right.
you got to remember that's that same feeling you felt. Remember that, guys. So always stay humble in this game. You know, right now, this is generational wealth money coming, guys. This is not a quick in and out thing, guys. I mean, this super bull run is gonna be something for the ages, and you know, definitely, Rico, just shout out to what you're doing for, you know, the community and how you're doing it, man. It's inspirational. I mean, you're fucking nonstop, and definitely that's why me and Kid wanted to work with somebody like you that's out there finding great projects, has natural passion for it, and it's organic, bro. You can tell it's genuine, and that's what we want, you know, in the space. So definitely, guys, tap in always, in, you know, to these live spaces, and we're gonna be doing more stuff. Don't want to tell anybody too much, but we're gonna be out there bringing you guys nothing but the best, guys. So let them know, man. You know, we are out here, guys, grinding for you guys, and we're not stopping, man. But one hell of a damn, you know, show that you just, you know, I just pulled up on, and but can't wait, man, to pull up more. You see the studio set up. Get ready, baby. Let's go. Quarter four is here. 1 minute in. Pass me the ball, coach. I'm going in.
I'm going to. Yeah. Hail Mary pass. You know, something that you said and I want you guys to give Walt a follow the Kid and Walt show. This is at Walter_DeFi. Something that he said, and I say all the time on the channel, the game is sold, not told. Many people are gatekeeping. They don't want to tell you guys nothing. That's why I rock really hard with Kid and Walt, because we're constantly giving you guys these gems. People will, I mean, keep their lips sealed and not tell you guys this stuff because they're gatekeepers. And the game is sold, not told. But I can say for Walt and Kid, they're telling everybody. This channel is telling everybody because we honestly want you guys to make it. This is the WAGME channel. We're all going to make it. All you got to do is like, comment, and subscribe, or continue to come back and experience the abundance of money with me. Until next time, you guys know what it is. Later.